In the glow of a screen, we're all captured. Fingers gripping wallets, he's the master. Promises made, but always shared. Moving targets getting faster. Give me more, it's a dance. Tip, goal, tango, ain't no chance. Raise the bar, shift in the stance. Give me more, it's a trance. Eyes are glued, donations flooding. Carrot on a stick, still running. Every time goes close, it's shifting. Promises made, then lifted. Give me more, it's a dance. Tip, goal, tango, ain't no chance. Raise the bar, shift in the stance. Give me more, it's a trance. Raging on the mic, keep demanding. Shifting goals, keep expanding. Empty words, keep branding. Urging more, no understanding. Chasing ghosts like he's the savior. Demanding tips to change behavior. Scavenging for a new endeavor. Holding us in this fever forever. Give me more, it's a dance. Tip, goal, tango, ain't no chance. Raise the bar, shift in the stance. Give me more, it's a trance.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. What was that at the end there? That is Broside Phil. That is the newest AI slop from him. It was from like a week ago, but I didn't see it. And I was scrambling for some music to use. And I thought this was... I haven't listened to this before. This is my first time. What the hell? What is that? It's AI artifacting, I guess. But this is pretty good. As a metalhead, I'm a fan of it. I was considering this or maybe some new Maidcore, because there's always new Maidcore out. How you guys doing? It is another Saturday DSP and streaming today. Pretty cool, huh? Got this new costume. I saw it bouncing around the social medias, and I had to grab it and retrofit it for my own purposes. I like it though. It's a pretty neat hat. As far as hats go, it'd probably look better with some antlers. Anyways, let's start where it all ends. The Twitter. Where does it all end? It ends on Twitter. Saturday day off. Anything else? Is that it? Not much else, I guess. Modded Dark Souls 1. What mods is he even doing? Or just like graphical enhancement mods. It's like nothing crazy. Nothing cool. Someone makes fun of his inability to work a computer, and he's like, I'm gonna watch this. So he watches detractor videos on his day off. Okay. Okay then. Cool. Here's extremely weighing gum. Is this a DSP fan? No, it's just a dent. Right. Anyways, Twitter. We got this from fucking PPP. I don't think the wrestling show is going to make any money or that anyone is going to watch it though. It's purely a vanity project for me because nobody else is Down syndrome enough to talk about wrestling with me. Not even Worski. But Phil is. Bless him. So let me get this straight. Like, you're so socially inept. You're so awkward. You're so incapable of making friends that nobody wants to talk to you about the thing that you care about. You have nobody in the world you can talk to about wrestling. So what you do is you simp for and butter up a disgusting lolcow. Blow smoke up his ass. Just be an obnoxious twat. Going against the entire culture of Kiwi farms and basically trolling in general. And touching the shit. Simping for lolcows just because you have nobody to talk to about wrestling. That's kind of sad, bro. Bro, that's just sad. That's my takeaway. Long story short. But get some help, butthole man. You need some actual friends. Quit thinking lolcows are your friends. That's retarded. You're an idiot. Anyways.
What do you want me to do? What the fuck? Again, what is going on? Pissing me off. I'm fully behind cover. I couldn't even do anything. Getting shot from behind again. Okay. Or they disappear. Yeah, because they spawn behind. So that's what is going on with their spraying and being able to Where? What the fuck? I'm shooting through this. What? Dude, this is bullshit with getting shit shot from behind.
Now this is pod racing.
Knew I was again? Dude, this is oh my god, come on. How do they keep getting behind our spot? I couldn't fire. I really couldn't do it. They're right in front of me.
The Jurassic Park music
I go for
is
the second shot. I'm instantly dead despite the... Again, dude, you see this nonsense? They don't let you aim. What do you want me to do?
Die, I guess.
Look, another unfair flanking kill.
Unfair?
And now they're behind me again. Dude, 3 in a row. Again, that's 4 in a row. 4 times. Oh my god. Where? I knew he was out there, but he wasn't fucking visible. Get the he's shooting me.
Wasn't fucking visible?
Oh my god.
Fucking visible?
So he can. I want you to think about. He spawned over there and ran right at me. Nothing I can do. Now there's people coming.
I bet he could totally destroy wings in Call of Duty.
Huh? What? Come on.
What?
What is going on? What the? Of course, instantly killed, even though they're not. Somehow, instantly. The game is not playing well.
God, that
and
giant
support
wart
is low
on
at
his
the same
face.
time. It's like the triple whammy. It just makes me upset. All 3 things piss me off at once.
So white.
You know?
You know.
Like, if any of those 3 things would improve, I'd be having a better night.
Is this why he turns his face that direction when he games so you can't see the big white wart near his mouth? Maybe. That's a theory. Get rid of me. Oh my god. People doing AI art of Phil and Jasper. It's been getting kind of crazy. I posted some in the Discord. Let's see. Like this. Ah, god damn it. Fucking Windows and their stupid rearranging of windows just because you move something somewhere. Cat getting her revenge. DSP splooging over everything. Get Jasper getting his revenge again. Using his claws. Very lovely. Jasper got his claws back. Oh yeah, I don't know anything about this. I was like scrubbing through this to try and find the moment that Scott Cheetos was watching That Being Said. I don't know. I don't know if Yamamoto is just watching it in the background and he's got Cheetos in the corner. I don't know. Let's look.
Looking at the chat, everybody loves this nigga. There's
No,
7,000
they don't.
people who subscribes to DSP. These
What?
niggas are haters. I'm talking to the wrong niggas, bro. Let's cut these niggas off. Let's cut all these bitch ass niggas off.
And how do you plan on
Bro,
doing that?
All the
Huh?
DSP laholics. Look at the chat. These niggas actually fuck with this nigga. So these niggas been lying to me
What?
for the past few months.
Huh?
The cope.
Like, stop dick riding niggas, bro.
Cope.
Do it your fucking self. And
What?
you know what's funny? These niggas gonna take my fucking VOD, what I did today. They're
Yep.
gonna make a new fucking VOD.
Yep. And what are you gonna do about
What the fuck
it?
are we doing, bro? Make your own shit. You
I am.
lazy fucks.
What are you talking about?
That is my own shit.
Lazy fucks, bro.
Make your own
Make
video games
your
and play
own
them. Don't play other
content,
people's
bro.
video games.
Are you afraid that niggas ain't gonna like you? Do you not have personality? You have nothing to teach?
Before
niggas?
to
Are
one
you not
detractors,
funny?
yeah.
Stop the
That's a
weird
pretty
shit,
good one.
bro. These niggas is hating on this nigga, and all I see in the chat is
I like the
niggas showing
consistency of the shirt.
love. And
Like
he
it,
has way more fucking
it
supporters than
stays.
these niggas.
That's-
Showing love.
That's
Way
in shape,
more
at least.
supporters than these niggas. Why am I listening to the fucking
Wait, he's trying
the
to say
few
people show
who
love to
hates
DSP.
versus the fucking many?
Really?
Y'all act like there's only 15 people. All the 15 people who hate on me. You act like there's 15 people on Kick versus the million people on Kick.
what?
Well, see,
Just
Scott,
ban
that
these
million
niggas,
isn't
start
in
all
your
over.
chat.
Let's see. Now I want to see if I'm that nigga. If you that nigga, Scott.
Wait,
Cheetos,
didn't you just say you were?
ban these
So now you're saying I want to see
Start
if
all
I
over.
am?
There are
Okay.
way more motherfuckers. Abundance mindset. There are way
I saw that as a
more
thumbnail, but I didn't know it was a
motherfuckers
video.
on this website than these bitch ass niggas. Like, bro, and I tried to be nice to these
Black
niggas,
guy in
bro.
the back.
Bringing
Yeah, by
these
calling
niggas
them
on my-
bitches, saying you fuck their
I'm-
mothers.
I'm kind of pissed.
You know, try the people who make
Because
fun of
I
me don't do it
wasted
anymore.
for a year fucking with these niggas, and they're fucking losers.
Well, DSP has
All
Scott
these
Cheetos
niggas
on
who
his
are
side at
banned,
least.
You're fucking losers, bro. Do your own shit. Stop dick riding niggas.
What are you
Stop
talking
trying
about?
to put people
Stop
down.
making fun of
Stop
people.
Taking people's fucking content and putting them out of context. Stop.
What are you talking
fucking
about?
with us.
That being
Do
said,
what the
doesn't
fuck you
like
gotta do
even
and
play
stop
clips
being
that
fucking
much.
lazy. You lazy fucks. You are some lazy ass niggas. All y'all niggas
Okay,
who
try getting
react,
your own house.
shit on niggas, take their. You
Oh
are
my
the
God.
lazy ass niggas. You're
Holy
legit
cow!
bitch ass
This
niggas.
one is scary.
So let's just start all over.
That's crazy.
Let's prove my shit. I'ma
So
do it.
then-
Demon.
What are you going to do to
Holy
prove it?
moly!
Niggas, bro. I don't get it. I don't
That's
get
crazy.
it. Y'all niggas hate yourself so fucking much.
Oh,
I
the
do.
same
You
thing
hate the
DSP
fact
says.
that you
Oh.
didn't do anything that you fucking set your mind out to do.
What are you talking
You
about?
hate the fact that you're getting old, just like me. I'm an old nigga. You're looking at me.
You're
oh, well,
33.
he's old. He's streaming.
Yeah,
he
fat
started
too.
late. Nigga, I'm doing something that I actually like.
Okay, they're doing
You
stuff that they
niggas are
like.
gonna be 40 years old. All of y'all niggas, you're gonna be 40 years old. You're gonna look at your fucking life. You're gonna be like, what the fuck did I do? All I did
And
was
what are you
fucking-
Have
doing?
fun,
That's
just
what
like
y'all
you're
niggas gonna tell
doing,
yourself.
right?
Actually pick up a hobby that you fucking like.
This
Invest
is
in
the
yourself.
hobby that they like.
Why would I
Like
listen to a
just
guy
did.
who went into
And
debt
stop
for his
hating on
supposed
niggas,
hobby?
bro. Invest in your fucking
Why would I listen
self.
to you, Scott?
Believe in yourself. Stop
Alright,
this weird shit. I don't know what.
Does he
y'all
even
niggas
watch
are
any
doing,
of it, or
but I
does he
do
just
know-
like sit there
I
and
do know what
seethe?
y'all niggas is on.
Every
It's
other
called hate.
Y'all people making fun of
You're
people.
Thank you.
fucking hating on niggas who are actually trying to
And
do
thank you
something.
for the
Is that what you
VOD.
wanted?
Y'all niggas don't fucking know me.
Let me see.
I
That's
done
fine.
a lot of
Wait,
shit.
let me
You're
hold
an
on.
Fuck
idiot.
y'all, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck you,
And for y'all
actually.
niggas to keep on doing this shit, I don't know.
Oh, that's
what
the
y'all
one,
niggas is
yeah.
on, but I know what y'all niggas is on. You fucking hate yourself because you
Yada, yada,
do
yada.
not like yourself. Y'all niggas still didn't give me a reason why. Y'all
They
niggas-
did.
And this nigga got 7 fucking
Give me a
hours.
reason why you don't like me,
This isn't
so I
DSP,
can
dumbass.
say it's not
This isn't
valid.
DSP. He still thinks this is DSP.
Actually got some shit going for themselves. How about this? Do something about yourself. Do something. Do something. Stop fucking hating on niggas and actually do some shit.
Why you hating on women
Y'all
then?
niggas want to be VTubers, do all this other shit, talk shit about me. Every time I get on Discord, you talk shit, but none of y'all niggas want to show your face because you're afraid of getting fucking fired. Stand on fucking business, you pussy ass niggas.
What, you're gonna
Stop
get me
being pussy, bro.
fired
Take a fucking
if I show my
Says the
face?
loser going into debt.
Why would I do that then?
Put all my money into this shit, but y'all niggas to disrespect me.
I know,
Fuck y'all
right?
niggas.
You the one that put yourself into debt.
Dude, actually, no.
It's a weird thing to like tell someone that they need to show their face, and that the reason they don't is because they'll get fired if they do. Like, so what? You're gonna fire me if I show my? You're gonna get me fired if I show my face on camera? Okay, I guess I'm gonna deprive you of that ability then.
No. I guess favorites. My favorite.
Oh,
story
dude,
from
this
DSP
is
Politics,
hilarious.
Was the Disney trailer? As you know, that's a very interesting political choice.
That was really, yeah. He like got really.
He
mad
could have
about
bought baseline shit and not put himself into debt.
like really mad.
Mm-hmm. We could do a tier list of least
Scott, come
political
back.
things talked about on the politics show. That'd be kind of hype actually, because we have that. We have food banks.
We're still watching that being said.
Kinds of food. If you want to call in, what else was there? Get right there. Still with that.
Why
Chilling
did
here, but
why did Scott Cheetos get on that being or like start talking about that being said anyways? Was he just mad at Ice Yamamoto for stream sniping him, so he went to stream snipe him back and saw that he was watching that being said? It's kind of a cringe image there. What is that? It's like some hold on, I gotta rewind. God, he looks like he's crying. Like some femboy fox with like tights on and like a skirt sweater. Okay. All right, whatever. I'm fine.
and
This audio box,
and
all this shit because I fucking believe in myself. I don't need y'all niggas over here hating on me.
Eyes, look at the fucking
You
eyes.
have-
He's broken.
yeah, he's broken.
Okay. He looks like he's crying. I did see Andleet's what was it, the New Year's stream? And he caught up on Scott Cheetahs just a little bit. Not very much. Solo Leveling Season 2, hell yeah. I'll probably watch that with Alfred.
He's
Because you
crying.
don't even
We've been watching Dan to Dan, and we're like 4 episodes in, and so both approve of it. So we're gonna watch more of Dan to Dan. But yeah, take a solo leveling break.
believe in yourself. I already knew it.
He's broken.
Just because you're
He's
a bitch
fucking
ass
crying
nigga.
right now.
Dude.
Like Jesus fucking Christ. Are you serious, nigga? Are you fucking serious?
His eyes are so watery.
You caused this. You
You're
were
such a
told.
bitch.
You were
You're
told
such
to
a
just
bitch,
ban them
bro.
and be done with them. You asked
such
for
a
this
bitch.
and you
Sorry, we're getting sidetracked on Scott Cheeto stuff. I'm not even sure what's going on. Anyways, Twitter. Yeah, we saw this AI images. Rain of plates. Rain. Plates. It's all the paper plates, I guess. He made himself that upset he started crying. There's like a lot to this. It was like 7.5 hour stream. He goes on panel with a lot of people, and it's hard to understand because he's just like yelling over everybody. Scott Cheetos, he's a weird ass lolcow. Ethan Ralph calls Cog on the phone, and a blood sports ensues. 5 minutes. Let's see this. It's 5 minutes. Live blood sports, okay. With Ralph and Cog.
Rosie Morris.
Who?
So quiet.
Rosie Morris, you know, you're charging a lot to see or be around, Ralph.
No, I'm not. I'm not familiar with that
You
person.
paid a Mexican gigolo to fuck your wife in the ass and you told everyone this. Why?
What?
What?
Why'd you pay a Mexican gigolo to fuck your wife in the ass?
What did I do? What?
Why
What?
did you pay
Huh?
a Mexican gigolo to
What?
fuck
I don't
your
know what
wife
you're
in the ass?
talking
Why'd you tell
about.
everyone this?
Why did I do what, Cog?
What?
That seems like
Oh, yeah.
a
I tell you what, Ralph,
a
you can go
bizarre
on Coke
fantasy
Fella.
that you
You
have.
go
Oh,
on
no.
over reality that you told the world.
No,
That's your
I'm
life.
asking
Go and
you,
have some
why are you
Ambien,
so
help you to
obsessed
sleep.
with
Why?
that sort of thing?
Isn't
Isn't that bizarre?
That you've had in your $400 shack in Mexico. It's
Isn't
funny
that
as fuck,
bizarre?
I like how Ralph misspelled the word speaker. The first word you see on the bottom of the screen is spelled wrong. It's Spekeaer. Spekeaer Johnson out. Finally Friday. Good job, Ralph. You're really smart. Everyone else is dumb
Dude,
but
my
you.
house looks much
It's
nicer
hilarious
than
how
yours.
You have to take
Spekeaer.
you don't own your house. Shut up. So like I say, whoever that
You
Mexican
don't
who
own
blows
your house. The
it's hilarious.
fat Bombay
Oh, I do.
buffet buster
I
owns
do.
your house. You lying
Okay.
fuck.
I'm
No, you
hovering over.
don't. No, you okay?
I
Show
do.
it. Okay, show us the.
I
Show us
do.
the. Show us.
It's my house.
the
Ralph.
title.
You live
Show
in
us the
a
lease.
shack that you rent in Mexico for
No,
$400
no,
a month.
Cog.
You live
Okay.
off what, a torta or
We
something
know your
a day?
name.
You have to buy
Cog.
large bottles of water because you need to fill small
Cog,
bottles.
we
because you
know
can't
your
afford
name.
shit.
Just
You have to
show
take
the
my
your
God.
document
bottles
that
back to the
shows
It's
you
only
own
1
your
minute and a half
house.
in.
You have to take
Cog.
your Coke bottles back to the fucking store
Cog.
because you can't afford bottles of Coke.
Show.
You're so broke.
That's so
You've even
stupid.
faked donations.
Like Cog is doing, I don't know. Like he's doing the smart thing. He's just going through the laundry lists of embarrassing things about Ralph, and Ralph is just sitting there going, "What? Huh? Cog, what? Huh? And just talking over him." So like, there's no point in even like going on someone else's show and doing anything really because they're just gonna just big dog you. Who cares?
Cog, show
What?
the document where you own the
Huh?
house, Cog. Can you show the document? Can you show the
Show the
document?
evidence of what
Can
that
you
is.
show the document?
And you said that
Can
you've
you
made Bitcoin on your
show?
show. You know they're all lies.
Nobody.
All right. If Blood Sports is just going to be Ralph going, "What? Huh? What? Huh? What?" Then Blood Sports is fucking dead. Bury it. What? Huh? Wow, that's so cool. That's some real like hardcore internet Blood Sports right there, man. So cool. Thanks, Ralph. What a dynamo. Anything else? I swear I had this idea before Meerkat did, but Meerkat let loose. On that being said, he had an idea for a detractor coloring book, and I think it's a good idea too. We'll do a detractor coloring book. You can even stream it. You can have your crayons. You can chew on them. You can eat some of your crayons. Oh my god, the ghost. Jesus, that's creepy. His face shows up on his stupid little Chinese pixel board, and his NVIDIA camera thinks it's a person. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm feeling better, Coronox. I finished the Gundam video yesterday, emailed it, and then I just slept the rest of the day because my smartwatch was telling me I wasn't getting enough sleep. When your biometrics is like tapping you on the shoulder and being like, "Hey, you need to sleep more," then and I obey. I sleep. I slept a lot. I think I'm all caught up for the most part. Ah, man. If only Marvel can hand off their projects to horny Chinese developers more often, we can get a return to the good era of video games. But sweet, we got the Fantastic Four coming to Marvel Rivals. Marble Robbles. Cool. They actually look good. China single-handedly saving the games industry, I guess. Or at least Marvel. Jeez. The only problem is that you missed the last Unhinged pre-stream podcast, where we're going to have that being said today. I kind of detoxed a little bit. I slept for the most part. Just mostly sleeping. And also, when I wasn't sleeping, I was playing Cyberpunk version 2.2 with the DLC. Sarah Michelle Gellar is in the new season of Dexter. It was funny, like that Scooby-Doo movie. Like, they didn't even really create Daphne. They just put Buffy into Scooby-Doo and just had her do Buffy things. Anyways. Good Twitter stuff. And we got this. I did see this. This is what I'm talking about with the sound filters. This is how he sounds. Great settings, bro. Really cool. Cool, dude. Speaking of, let's see. Why does he always hook his thumb over his index finger when pointing? It looks so uncomfortable, almost inhuman. Other people are noticing. It just looks painful. Who does that when they point down? Like, can you not just point down? Is pointing down too difficult? Do you have to take your thumb and just like hook it around your index finger and like pull it back? It's weird. He's got the King of Hate clock that I think he didn't even replace the batteries in the King of Hate clock, so it was just stuck on the same time. What a great setup, bro. Really cool. Look how pale his hands are in comparison to his face. That's a weird looking image. Does he wear makeup? Imagine if he owned a sandwich shop. So, we got sandwiches here. This isn't as disturbing as the Demon Cat one for sure. So you got sandwiches here. So this sandwich here represents my Patreon. This sandwich here represents my Kick subs. This sandwich here represents my YouTube gifted subs. This sandwich here represents my super chats. This small piece of lettuce here represents my super stickers, since I don't really get a whole lot of those. So anyways, I eat them all. And that's what happens when you give me money. It goes into my stomach and I eat it. So imagine the food that you give me is a sandwich. I eat the sandwich. That's how this works. New Year's outfit. For the loser of the streamer of the year. Sorry, Pecora. You are technically a loser because you lost to Queso somehow. It looks like he's wearing gloves. Yeah, it's weird. It's like mime gloves. Well, that's Twitter, I guess. Not a whole lot in the Twitter. Other than that fucking embarrassing thing that... Oh, who saw this, dude? Thank you, Kuranox. I'm on top of this, okay? I know what I'm doing. No stream today from DSP, so I guess I'll play some video games. It's so good. You know what's funny? Like Alfred's AI model. He started to base it off of DSP, so it's called AI DSP, AIDS P, basically. But he's just been building off on it, but it still has like DSP's personality, but it has like an IQ of 200, and it's a really weird AI model. It's a very strange thing. Cease your racism, darling. I don't follow anyone on Twitter, so I just get... Oh my god. So I just get whatever YouTube recommends for me. Speaking of queso, my microphone is picking up my voice and Twitter is listening to. You're like, did you say queso? Here's a queso thing. I'm like, no, thank you.
So this is the scene?
This is it.
Yep. Seems pretty innocent. They're just sharing war stories.
Wait for it, Commander. You're gonna love it.
I'm not going to love it at all, am I?
Nope. This video will offend everyone and is not intended for those under age or without a sense of humor. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, Commander Shepard here. Getting down and dirty with some Dragon Age Dreadwolf today.
It's Dragon Age Veilguard, Commander.
Technically it's Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Yeah, I'm not calling it that. So this
Okay, we'll watch this later. It's like 15 minutes. We'll keep it in the queue. DeBlank Dwoovel took this photo and put DSP's face on it, and Jaha really did not like that and ended up blocking DeBlank for quote-unquote messing up his photos. Calm down, Jaha. It's not that big a deal. Just people memeing and having fun. No reason to get offended. It's like your photos aren't getting messed up. Like, you still got the original. It's kind of sad. People are having fun with that game, I guess. What?
Rest in peace, nigga. Yo, there will never be another streamer like you, my nigga. Oh God, there'll never be another streamer like you, my nigga. Rest in peace in the motherfucking goat.
I don't even know who you are. Anyways. A lot of the me game. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Stop scrolling through Twitter when you're streaming on Twitch. Oh no. If I want to get rid of everyone on the stream, if y'all want to leave the stream, I'll unmute the awful singing of modern day Disney. A fridge. A Street Fighter fridge. DSP's worst enemy. Only make it red. Okay, well that's Twitter. Let's move on. Let's move on to YouTube. Atlas the Bookkeeper has been streaming for over an hour and a half. We can rewind that, see what he has to say about yesterday's antics.
You're missing out on all of the Indian racism on Twitter, dude.
Hold on. You're missing out on all the Indian racism on Twitter.
Come on.
Demand right now I'm in demand to do the year-end series.
Elon Musk.
He's in demand to do the year-end series. Okay, we're in like already.
The DSP racism India segment would have went hard. It would have been about the only thing I could see being interesting.
Okay.
Excited to watch the pre-stream from yesterday. I swear this guy's losing his mind, dude.
That one guy?
Every day, I think, God, DSP's content is terrible. And then I tune in yesterday, and I had a good time. The cat stepped on the keyboard, and now it looks like
That being
shit.
said, starts at noon my time.
I don't even know what she just did.
So about 2.5 hours.
What did you just do? Okay. It looks fine. It looks fine on your end. So
Welcome to
it'll just look like shit to me.
I'm DSP. This is the level 1 pod.
Sorry. Anyway, no, yesterday the guy was losing his mind between hyping up his stupid 5th playthrough of Dark Souls and complaining about a whole myriad of other things and outright admitting that he e-bags. It was awesome. But of course, I want to say Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope you all had very fun, festive holidays and all of that. And I hope you're ready for an entire year of more DSP content. I'm sure you're all just chomping at the bit. Before we start, though, I wanted to say big ups to Popper Lives 34 links for the 7 months. Big ups, brother. 7 long months. Let's fucking go. And Demi Fiend for the 1 month right now. Did you see DSP justify e-begging and wage quitting games? Yes, we're going to be looking at the justification of e-begging today, and I am actively working on quitting games video commentary style. I just have to finish my lines today and record, like, or edit rather. So it'll get done. I'm hoping to have it done by tomorrow. So you guys can all enjoy that. But let's get to it. The guy's going to lose his shit, and we got to watch the whole thing.
Cast for Friday, the 3rd of January, 2025. Man, it feels like that fall flew by, doesn't it?
No.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Actually.
It's like, wait a minute. It's January. It's 2025. We're a few days in already. What is going on? I know. But I'm surely excited for today. Today's going to be a great one. As you can see, every day I'm trying to really perfect this mic positioning. And again, now I'm blocking the portal gun.
Oh no.
I'm going to have to go higher.
Oh no, I can't see the portal gun.
Blocks the portal gun, though. I think that's sorry, the alerts were muted. Sorry. Why does it matter if he blocks the fucking portal gun? This is the shittiest background possible. He's been having nothing but issues with this microphone and it not picking him up. And yet we're going to sacrifice the distance from our face because we don't want to block the portal gun. He's actually picking his shitty background over better audio quality. It just doesn't make any sense, dude. He's got his priorities are all wrong. Hercules 1978 for the 5. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Happy to finally catch a live stream. Big ups. So big ups to you, brother. I hope the live stream lives up to the hype. I guess. I don't know what the hype is set to, though. When did Phil bring the portal gun out? I'm not quite sure, and in all honesty, I was confused when I saw it because I thought that he had gotten rid of it, but it appears that it is a second portal gun. It's not the full-sized one. I believe that's the one that he got rid of because he bought that as a prop for Project 7 that never happened and never got used. But he has this smaller replicant for some reason. I don't know. He doesn't even fucking play Portal. Like, actually doesn't even, like, acknowledge that Portal is a fun game that he looks fondly on. So I don't know why he has gaming memorabilia for games he doesn't enjoy, you know, on that level. It seems like a strange thing to have. It almost seems like a fake gamer or something, you guys. Very cool, very cool.
But now the mic has a tendency to drop out a little bit. So I'm still trying to like find the perfect spot so that you can hear me, but I'm not blocking the set. I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure it out after like another 7-8 weeks of messing with it, right? Anyway, welcome to the show.
8
How is
weeks.
everything? Hope I find you well. I'm in a good mood today because today we're doing some fun and special stuff. Maybe, hold on.
Bro.
What about that? How's that? Because actually now it doesn't block the background, but now the mic is pointing directly at me. Maybe this is the way to go. Let's try this today.
Is this
you guys
the
let me
way?
know how this sounds. Maybe this will sound even better because it's like pointed directly at my mouth. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the show. And
maybe the microphone will sound better because I pointed it directly at my mouth, you guys. I don't know. It's just an idea. It's just a quick little thought that I had, but just maybe the microphone works better that way. Who would have thought?
yeah, I'm excited for today. Today's going to be a great day. We've got good variety. You know, first of all, me returning to the game that started it all, Dark Souls 1, a game that I've probably done more playthroughs of than a lot of games. I remember I played the original run, the handheld guided tour by people who I summoned. Then there was the redemption run. And then if I remember correctly, there was the remastered run, correct? So I think I have played Dark Souls 1 4 times.
Whoa.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I even played it more than that because I know I did a magic run. I think the magic run was the remastered run, correct? So maybe I played it more than like any other game, but I'm really excited for today.
Whoa.
Just and for anybody who saw his Dark Souls style testing the other day when he was originally modding the game on the pre-stream, before he had a 45-minute technical difficulty session, that's an entirely different subject though. If you saw his Dark Souls modding testing, you would have seen how unfamiliar he is with the beginning of a game that he's played 4 times to completion. It was absolutely absurd to me that this guy managed to get hit by the fucking boulder in the undead asylum, and then was confused for a brief second as to where to go get his Estus flasks from, as if that ever had changed, as if Oscar on any playthrough was just not gonna be there, you know? I have no idea how you can play the beginning of Dark Souls, an absolute classic, and not know the Undead Asylum like the back of your hand after even just one playthrough. It's not the biggest area. It's not a complicated section, especially because it's a fucking tutorial. But the guy, you would have thought it was the first time he'd ever seen it. It just goes to show that he remembers absolutely nothing about video games that he plays. 4 playthroughs and couldn't remember the beginning. Awesome. Speaking of awesome, Vaporware for the 12 months, a whole year. Big ups. 12 bones in this skeleton. Our reading comments at the end of videos going to make a comeback. Understand if you don't want people trying to be one guy. No, I'm confused as to at the end of that. I've thought about bringing the comments back. Maybe not 3 at a time. I don't know. I haven't made a decision yet. Some people really liked it. Some people didn't. So maybe not. Undecisive style. Fence sitting. I'm taking the DSP playbook. You'll never know. Thank you for the 12 months though. Big ups.
Today is the first ever official modded run on my new PC. You know, I've had this PC since August, right? But I've done a lot with it. You know, most games I'm now playing on PC, which is great. Good new addition, good improvement. And I've never really, in my entire history as a YouTuber, played a major modded game. You know, a couple things come to mind, and both of them are Fallout. You know, the first was Fallout 4 back in the day when it was on Xbox One, had mods enabled after a certain period of time, and I messed around with a few little tweaks here or there. Then there was Fallout 4 again last year, where I just put in the, what do they call that? The official patch that supposedly fixed a lot of the bugs and tweaks and made it a little bit more of a polished experience. But that's all it was. It was nothing major.
And that doesn't actually count. If you ask me, as an avid modder of video games, I'm no expert by any means. I don't make mods, but I've modded quite a few games. I can't seem to stop modding games when I start. I don't think that applying an unofficial patch through the official Bethesda, mod menu or whatever counts as legitimate modding. There's no sort of process that you have to really understand when you do it that way. It's so simple. It's like actually baby's first mod. So I would not count that. I was really excited to see DSP try and mod though when it came to Dark Souls. I was greatly disappointed though, because Dark Souls, at least the mods that he picked, there was like 2 large mods rather than a bunch of little mods. And that's, I think, where the real intricacies and conflicts come into play. And that would have been what I wanted out of DSP. But 2 big mods is fairly simple, and even DSP managed to get that done. It's a shame. It's a shame. I know. I was also disappointed. But you got to move on positively. Can't
2 mods. So I guess it is technically modded.
I love that this buffers every time I hit play.
Last year during
I
the
wonder
summer,
why that
I
is.
actually tried out Fallout London, which is a significant mod that completely changes Fallout 4 from the ground up and makes it a new game. And I tried that for just a little bit, and I actually really liked it. But we never got back to it. Maybe we will get back to that someday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, maybe one day we'll get back to a game
I'm excited.
that nobody's really asked.
Someday.
Huh?
I tried that for just a little mod that completely changed last year during
I
the
wonder
summer.
why that
I actually
is.
tried out Fallout London, which is a significant mod that completely changes Fallout 4 from the ground up and makes it a new game. And
He played like what, the Forbidden City or whatever? That's like a Skyrim mod.
I tried that for just a little bit, and I actually really liked it. But we never got back to it. Maybe we will get back to that someday. Okay.
Yeah, maybe
Some dumb
one
game.
day we'll get back
So,
to a game
I'm excited,
that nobody's really
because
asking for.
I think that trying out Dark Souls 1 with these mods that we're going to be messing with, I think is going to make it a defining experience. What do I mean by that? Well, what mods are we using? Allow me to clarify. So first of all, we're using a mod that's called Dark Souls 1 Remastered.
Oh, no.
If you don't remember, many
Terrible
years ago,
name, by the
they
way.
remastered Dark Souls 1 for
Remastered
modern consoles.
is an unacceptable title.
Up to 60 frames per second.
If you
in
ask me
animation,
personally.
and lots of like graphical and lighting improvements. But a lot of people were very, very critical of it. They were like,
Big ups like
what are
Vega
you
for the
talking about,
raid.
remastered?
I hope
It
you
doesn't even
enjoy
look that
your
good.
sleep
Like, you
eventually.
spent all this time having us redoing
It's
the
time
game.
go
We've all
back.
bought it, and it's just not that good. So of course,
See, I should
immediately,
probably draw the Captain Alex
my
fan art
community went to
today.
work on this game trying to fix the remaster. And so what we're doing today, it's actually quite interesting, is
And
an
for,
attempt to make
real quick, for anybody who has played the Dark Souls remaster for an extended period of time, is there actually anything wrong with the remaster? I've played it really briefly when it came out, and I didn't notice immediately anything that was glaringly wrong with it. I don't know what exactly they had to fix in the remaster, aside from some graphical shit that I personally couldn't care about. I heard that it was okay, but diehards, when something gets remastered, they flip their lid instantly, and they every single little minute change they can't stand. So I didn't know what the actual state of the game was.
Goddamn.
Thank you, EOJJ, for the 10. Hey, it's the guy who makes great videos about the guy. When will Phil learn that his entire financial future relies on 2 to 3 individuals remaining under pignosis? Riskiest business model ever. It's been his business model for a long time. You can say riskiest, but the guy continues the way that he does, and he's up, I guess, thanks to the Kino Casino this year. So it sounds like you're just a detractor, dude. Come on. Thank you for the 10. And thank you for liking the videos.
the game actually look like a real modern game with modern lighting effects.
Yeah, you guys are
and
saying the
mapping and
remasters are
stuff like
fine.
that.
So,
Get
or the
this,
remaster is
they
fine.
just
So
updated it yesterday. During the day
I
yesterday.
don't know what they would have
while I
had
was
to have
streaming,
fixed so
it has an
quickly.
update. So apparently major improvements to this remastered engine have been made and will apply to my playthrough starting today. I literally couldn't have chosen a better day to start because today it is like updated. But of course, you have to understand that makes me a beta tester. You know, mods are free. Mods are a community that's not time tested. It's people download them, install them, and then play them and find the issues, tell the modder, and then the modder might patch that thing later. So very well today.
Got an event?
See some issues with the graphics, maybe not. We played just a couple minutes.
But that doesn't have to be the case. Like, I know DSP's new to this whole modding thing, but you can download previous files on the Nexus page. As a matter of fact, the files he downloaded the other day that are the tried and true, update, not the new hotness, could have absolutely have stayed the files that he used for this playthrough if he didn't want to experience these issues. It's kind of odd to me that he would have chosen to update the mod. I don't know if it's due to his unfamiliarity. Maybe he thinks that it has to be updated, but he absolutely could have continued to use those older files and not have this be a risk at all. It's just another example of DSP not understanding and therefore setting himself up for a bad time. Not that I think that there will actually be any issues or anything major that'll matter, but it just didn't need to happen. He didn't need to put himself in the line of fire like that.
Of the intro yesterday, it looked amazing. It actually it looks like a different game. It's just like the walls are wet with
the
like
walls are wet
and the lighting is ridiculous. Like, dude, from a game that 2011 PS3 looked chunky and bad and awful frame rate to this is going to be just groundbreakingly crazy. So I'm very excited.
Oh yeah,
just for the graphical overhaul.
Need to do the fan art, the Captain Alex fan art.
We're
Let's
also
see
doing
if I make it so guys can see it.
Now, I admit I was a
I'll
little
do this, but I get to play video games later. Okay, that's the deal.
I was confused. This mod is not a full reimagining of the game from the ground up. It is not, the whole game's redone, all the bosses are new. It's not that, okay? What it is...
Turn the volume up a bit.
Is that they have taken...
Real quick, he wasn't misinformed, he was confused. I'm not quite sure how that statement makes sense. Either way, I don't know how he could have been misinformed or confused, because all of the information for the mod is on the mod page. The description tells you not exactly everything they changed, but it does tell you, changed 50 boss health bars, added 25 new weapons, refined hit boxes, changed the amount of time that Estus flasks take to drink in a rebalance format. Like, all of this is included on the fucking page. All he had to do was read it, but he was incapable of doing that. Why? Why can he not fucking read? I'll never understand. He'll get on stream and actively misinform his audience because he doesn't want to read. Something that he's installing on his computer, mind you. He doesn't know what the fuck is in this. He could be installing anything. But no, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Reading's hard.
In the game, and they have modified many aspects of it, including added new classes, new weapons, new fighting animations, responsive controls. I'm going to repeat that. Ladies and gentlemen, you will never believe it. Responsive controls in a Dark Souls game. Yes.
They always
meaning
have
if you
that.
press the dodge button, the character will dodge.
That
Whoa,
was
what a
always
concept.
the
It's
case.
almost like
it was at this moment, this far into the pre-stream, just a few minutes in, that I knew we were going to be in for a good time. We did the zoom in to complain about controls in Dark Souls, a game that does not fucking have control issues. Out of all of the games to complain about controls in, Dark Souls is surprisingly well put together, if you ask me. For as old as it is, as many console generations as it came out on ago, there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, they use the exact same shit to this day for the most part. None of it has been greatly refined to any capacity. Sure, it's a little more smooth. It flows a little better with the later iterations as they've changed the combat. But the actual controls themselves, pretty much identical. I have no idea how he can justify blaming the game for his poor gaming skill when it comes to Dark Souls, when so many other people have very obviously done things that he could never without blaming the game. I don't know, man. He'll complain about just anything. Everything is everybody else's fault. It's the controls, dude. Thank you, EOJJ, for the 2. Phil is looking to install the Money Buff mod. Now, if he could automatically install the Money Buff mod every day on stream, his life would improve drastically. The problem is it doesn't work like that. The Money Buff mod, it's an exclusive that DSP is just not allowed to use, obviously, on a whim, that is. We do love the Money Buff, though. Nothing hits more like money.
Get-go, you might have liked them more, but You don't have to hold the button and release the button to get your character to dodge anymore. They'll just dodge when you press the button.
And that's his biggest issue with the controls,
is more
too.
responsive and more in line with an action game. Okay, when you roll, you actually will roll in a general direction and not get fumbling around and stuff like that. So basically, the game is a lot more controllable. Okay.
I don't even know what that means.
Yep,
I genuinely
no clue
don't
what
know
that
what
means.
it means. That the rolls are more like
Better luck next
action
time.
rolls, and you won't be fumbling around. What fucking fumbling have you ever seen somebody do in a Dark Souls roll animation? I genuinely don't know what he's talking about. As someone who's played quite a few different playthroughs of Dark Souls, himself included, 4 fucking playthroughs, I've never seen what he's talking about, and that's crazy to me. It must not exist if that's the case. I'm like, that's where I'm at on it. But yes, his biggest issue with the controls, and he was saying this in Elden Ring as well, is that when you roll, it's not the press of the button, but the release of the button. Well, if you know that, which you should after this many Dark Souls games, you would think that you would be able to adjust your gameplay to compensate for that. That you would understand in your muscle memory when you want to do the action to press and then release the button with proper timing. But that's above his skill level, I guess. Out of all of the playthroughs of Dark Souls and every Souls game afterwards, he still hasn't figured that out. He still hasn't worked that into his skill set. Crazy. This guy never gets better. He only gets worse. And I can't think of anybody else that suffers from that the way he does.
Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. If your character is easily controllable and there's no giant input delay, doesn't that mean the game is going to be super easy?
Nobody's having these debates with you, bro. They already know what they're talking about more than you do. Nobody's like, but Phil, can you explain this to me? No, no one needs you to explain anything. You're the most ignorant fucking idiot in gaming.
That's one of the things about the game that's unique. Well, get this.
Your
Yeah. Oh, are you ready for this?
And
Ready for this about Dark Souls 1?
Yeah, that's a core mechanic. So you're locked into animations and whatnot. It's actually part of the balancing.
Phil,
and I don't think that in Dark Souls 1 it's particularly egregious either. Now, it is a rebalancing style mod. They can change whatever they want. You can play the game however you'd like. But for him to act as though this is some sort of immediate benefit, as if this is some sort of objective increase in quality, is kind of crazy. Especially without ever actually playing it and experiencing these rebalances. I think he's jumping the gun a little bit here. He could just say he's bad at Dark Souls and would prefer it to be easier, I want to say. But thank you, Vanguard D-Nice, for the 12 months, a full year. Big ups 12 months and going. By the way, blame Iviga for this. Those are chicks. There's a lot of chicks in there. Also, Phil loves peanuts. All kinds of them. Or maybe those are just nuts.
He loves nuts.
Either way, he's definitely... he
loves nuts.
He's definitely... He enjoys the male persuasion, I like to think. That's for sure. Big ups for the 12 months, brother.
Because they improved the combat engine and added new weapons and new combat abilities, they made the game harder. And if you want an example of what I'm talking about, yesterday on this very podcast, okay, I did the intro
on this very podcast,
which is graphical, and then I did the intro with the Age of Sunlight patch applied. Take a look at my boss fight against the Abyss, or the
no. How about that?
First run, I did a plunging attack on him, and because I landed it, it did 50% damage. In the second run, I landed the plunging attack, and it only did 25% damage.
Whoa!
They've increased the level of health of every enemy. They've increased the damage output of every enemy.
Oh my
they
God.
Actually made the game significantly harder to adjust for the
Baby Man discovers mods.
Is that what it fucking says though? Like I'm actually gonna go pull up the Nexus page because he's talking. He's divulging a lot of information here for whatever it's worth, but I don't know that it's accurate because he doesn't fucking read. He just doesn't. Like because I read it in part yesterday out of curiosity, and I seen that they changed the health bars, but nowhere in there did I see that they raised every single enemy's health bar. That doesn't sound right to me. I'm looking, I'm lurking.
I'm stalking, I'm drinking.
Okay, I'm still looking.
For no reason.
Wow, we did change quite a bit here. I'll put it over here. Oh, I can't do that. Hang on. All right, here's the page. Here's the page. You can see it now. You fucking find it instead of me. I can't read, I guess. Health bar is not even fucking mentioned. We call it HP. We don't even call it HP. What did we change? I actually don't know where he got that information from then. That's even crazier. It's literally not even in there. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Whatever. I guess it's inconsequential, really. But just goes to show you he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Just assuming. People said
really
it.
is gonna
Who's
feel
people, though?
like a different experience for me, because even though I'll have better rolling, better combat,
And that's the problem with DSP and the way that he gets information, the way that he absorbs information about things is always through osmosis and his chat rather than actually looking at it himself. So he just believes the things that they say. He just he thinks that they're more informed than if he would have just read the page. And then he goes out and says shit like this, like actually misinforming people about this mod. Not that I think a bunch of people are going to go out of their way to download this mod because DSP specifically is playing it, but it's still like it didn't have to be this way. It really didn't. Thank you, Lily Pan Fran, for the 6 months. Nice to see you streaming again. Well, it's nice to be streaming again. I was away for the holidays, so I was really looking forward to being back today and was worried that I wasn't going to make it. So I'm glad it worked out. Thank you for the 6 months, though.
Facing much tougher opponents. Okay, so this is going to be really unique. I can't wait. Like, for example,
I can't wait.
Else was playing this yesterday now because they saw
Blah 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 blah.
The Taurus Demon immediately.
That sure talks a lot for someone who can't wait.
Attacks and animations that aren't in the original game. And you're like, whoa, what the hell? Like, how do I dodge it? What is this? So it's like playing the game for the first time.
Now that is true. The Taurus Demon does have new attacks, and they are kind of crazy. There was one attack where the Taurus Demon jumped 50 feet into the sky and did a projectile.
I want to start with a class
that's
newly designed for this run. I don't want to just go, oh, cleric again, or magic build spam. No, I want to do something different. So we'll see what classes there are. However, I'm heavily leaning towards the ninja class. There is a class that dresses you up like Ninja Gaiden, and basically it's kind of like, ninja swords like the.
Basically, it's kind of like
like Ninja Gaiden.
The inventor of ninjas.
Specifically Ninja Gaiden. You mean it dresses you like a ninja? It gives you a ninja set of armor? Nah, guys. It's specifically dressing you up like I don't even know that
Ryu
Hayabusa.
Name.
I want to say it's Ryu Hayabusa, but I think that's all wrong. That might just be made up nonsense. But specifically the ninja from Ninja Gaiden. Very cool, dude. Obviously, I'm a huge Ninja Gaiden fan. I know the guy's name.
Parrying in Dark Souls 1. Something I don't think
I actually got it right. Okay? Let's fucking go. So I was just making sure.
About a different run that's going to feel completely changed from anything.
I guess I got that information through osmosis. Let's go.
What I'm excited for? All the parts of the game that historically just run like crap. Remember the first time you run into the hydras in the forest with the crystal dudes in front, and it just chugs along, or the crystal caverns, or see the scaleless.
No, I actually have no idea what he's talking about.
Silky smooth with modernized lighting and graphics. I can't wait to see what it looks like and plays like.
That's a console problem. Actually bad at FPS in Blighttown or in Crystal Cove or whatever the fuck, like actually a console issue. Prepare to Die Edition had no problems if you had a half decent PC and the community fix or whatever. It hasn't been an issue for years. DSP's just way behind the ball. How many thousands of Dark Souls playthroughs are on the net right now that you could go watch that have already showcased all of this? A lot. It's a lot. Thank you, Demifiend, for the 2. Is DSP getting banned?
He's saying this shit
soon?
like it's
he broke
new.
TOS. No, it's never gonna happen. DSP's the
like welcome to 2000.
Can't ban DSP. He's
16, dude.
He's gonna outlast the universe for sure. He's gonna outlast the universe on YouTube specifically too. But thank you for the 2.
I hope that you guys are excited as well. However, I just want to forewarn everyone: it's mods, and everyone has been saying this all along. Mods have a high potential for something to go wrong, and so. Be prepared today that while we're playing.
I mean, I guess.
Crash,
I don't know that I would call it a high
glitches.
potential,
Like
but
what in the goddamn? The enemies start T-posing after you kill them. It was funny. Last night, I was doing a quick testing run to see if the mods would work after I had fully installed. Because by the way, just for the record, last night I actually did go back and I clean installed. Like I deleted Dark Souls Remastered completely from my PC.
clean installed.
I reinstalled it. and then I installed both mods again to make sure it was a clean install and it wasn't going to like have any conflicts or anything. And when I did, I went
Which is far more than I expected DSP to do. Like, I do not want to, I try and give DSP as much props as I possibly can because there's so many other things to bitch and complain about when it comes to him. I really did not expect him to clean install and reinstall those mods off stream. I really thought we were going to get another entire pre-stream of him dicking around on Nexus trying to install mods. So, for what it's worth, very cool, DSP. Thank you for not wasting my time in that capacity. You wasted my time elsewhere, but at least you did that. That was very cool. Everybody clap for DSP. He's finally earned it. Thank you, Crooked Hound, for the 5. Too bad there's no IRL mod to help this guy's streams. They are becoming a bigger mess than a paper plate after a DoorDash buffet. Absolutely. The more shit he's added, the worse these streams get. And the less cohesive they get as well. He can't seem to stay on track for very long anymore. And it seems like every time he wants to do a segment, he immediately gets thrown off course by some bullshit. It's a daily occurrence at this point. It's like the pre-stream has no structure at all, really. But thank you for the 5.
I tested it again. And so I tested it and I killed an enemy with the Uchigatana, and the enemy flew through the air doing a cartwheel. I was like, so I don't know if that was intended or if it was a glitch, like a physics glitch, because we're using these mods. There might be some zany stuff, like you kill an enemy and it just goes flies away. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I think that's part of the charm and appeal of using mods, is that it's kind of like a unpredictable factor, like what's going to happen. Right? I guess.
No.
Well, it's going to be entertaining, I feel. So
I don't think that's
stuff.
You can feel whatever you want to feel, bro.
You guys are too. Everyone, get hype, get ready.
Get clapping for himself.
Whoever said that he was gonna clap for himself, Mike D, you knew ahead of time that he was gonna clap for himself. There you go. There's the clap. But I don't think that the randomization of whether or not things are gonna go well is the point of mods. As a matter of fact, you should know the mods you're putting in your game before you put them in. Case in point, I was modding GTA 5 one time. I installed a mod that I thought just changed the inventory system. It doesn't, because that guy sucks, and he's a shitty modder. And he actually incorporated a different health system into the game instead of just the inventory tweaks, and then never fucking mentioned it on his mod page. That bitch. I hate that guy. Me and him have real beef, actually. So I had to uninstall my entire game, and then I never modded GTA 5 again. I'm still reeling to this day, actually, as you can tell. Thank you, Telltale Fan, for the 5. Something that I noticed about DSP is that he only needs one person to say something, and he immediately resorts to people are saying that. Yes, that you only need one person for that statement to be true. So that's all it takes. And as soon as one person says something, all of the blame gets taken off of your shoulders and put onto theirs. So you can do whatever you want and believe anything. That's how it works for DSP, at least. And why is the name so short? The full name, damn it. Thank you. Is that Lollyboy? Thank you, Lollyboy, for the 50 SEK. Very cool. Raw Phil. What the fuck? Yeah, Raw Phil.
The person in the back is going to be
go for all of your Raw restreaming purposes. Raw Phil rocks. And he lets you cut his stuff up, but he doesn't complain about it, which is super cool. Thank you, Raw Phil. Big ups, of course.
Remastered Age of Sunlight run. All right. So let's see how it goes. A lot of people seem to be hyped for this. I'm certainly hyped for it. And I hope that you will stick around after the podcast for a 3-hour chunky stream of Dark Souls modding action.
Chunky?
Oh, a chunky stream.
Guess what it is? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, take a look.
Chunky? Why does everything have to be a food, you fat fuck?
Your 40 reward. DSP tries it. We are trying a place called California Burrito and Taco Shop. And I'm going to be getting a big burrito. And
you think it was just Lolboy with 2 L's? I thought it was 1 L and a capital I.
Okay.
That wouldn't make sense, though, because capital I's look different via this font, so
we're then gonna
I was wrong.
Together some Mexican food and see if it's any good. All right, my first time actually trying this this new place. So, I mean, it's called California Burrito.
Wow, that's so exciting.
I'm like, let me get a burrito and let me get some tacos.
A restaurant open near him.
Right? Cool.
Buy food from it.
I
cool.
Guess. I don't know why you need both
can't
a
wait to give you my money.
Taco, though. Usually the burritos of sizable.
More frequently, I should invest in a mod manager. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes today. The mods work out well if I enjoy them, if you enjoy them, and if this is something that we're committing to, and hey, let's do the full playthrough and enjoy it, then maybe I would. Right? Maybe I would. let's check it out. Maybe other games too. You know, who knows what games I might.
Yeah. Invest in a mod manager. It's funny that they say that because he did invest in a mod manager. This motherfucker
Nexus
paid
has
for
a
Nexus
mod
Premium.
manager.
Now, I will tell you, I will be honest with you. I've also paid for Nexus Premium before they raised their prices. By the way, Nexus, you scammers. First, you put it in euros, and then you raise the price. Fuck yourself. I've also paid for Nexus Premium, but when you download 500, Skyrim mods all at once in the form of a pack, and the actual download time can be up to weeks long, that's what you do. You pay for the month, and then you move on positively and don't have a reoccurring payment. But DSP, fuck that, dude. I have to absolutely give them money for 2 mods that I'm going to download. Doesn't that sound like a smart investment? He literally did invest in a mod manager, and it wasn't even the one he should have.
Got the armor.
Actually, go use Mod Organizer too. Come on, dude, pay attention.
It's pretty accurate, right?
Yeah, for 2 mods, he paid Nexus. That's crazy.
Why not? I know a lot of gamers have done mods over the years, and it's part of their repertoire. What they pull out.
How do you know? I thought you didn't pay attention to other streamers.
I'm down for that, but let's see how it goes. By the way, I even set up.
And I swear that Nexus mods used to have a lifetime premium purchasing option back in the day, and it no longer exists. I think that's a scam too, Nexus. Come on, what the fuck? Bullshit. I would have paid $140 for a lifetime. Now you get $0. Congratulations.
Souls, so hopefully, it's like dungeon lighting, right? That's what it looks like. So.
No, it doesn't.
It should be quite exciting.
Please don't call your setup lighting dungeon lighting. I don't care if it's literally supposed to be that. Please, it's not a good look.
With mods, and then the DSP tries it of the California Burrito and Taco Shop. All right.
Whoa! What a jam-packed, crunchy, delicious, meat-filled video game stream with sauce on it.
Either gonna pick.
Yo, you guys have premium legacy accounts for life?
I haven't really decided yet.
Man,
who I want to use. But I'm excited, either character, I'm pretty
I'm excited,
Who's trying to sell their account.
I'm sure I'll be rusty, but I'm sure I'll get back into it. So it should be a good time. I hope you will join me tonight for the return Friday Night Fights, 2 hours of solid online multiplayer action, okay?
You better.
By the way, thank you to Ahmed8, who just did our first
or else I'm going to say Street Fighter is bad and I'll never play it ever again.
Super chat. I don't know what the heck
I'll claim Capcom lost their way.
Well, I jump in here. So this would be SAR to USD. It is a Saudi Arabian ruble. Wow. That is the equivalent of $2.66, folks. So, thank you to Ahmed. He says, hey, DSP, I'm glad.
Remember when he said he's not going to do conversion? I'm not going to sit here with a calculator and go, you got me go 50 LPDs. I guess that's this many USDs. But now he just does it.
I've been on a roll this week. And what I mean by that is...
Never say never.
Roll, you guys.
Went from being down into the low to mid 30s of goals hit up to 44. We had multiple nights this week where I was hitting
Iron Chef Sakai.
In one night.
The only guy supporting DSP at this point is pretty much Iron Chef Sakai. Without him, without the 1 or 2 whales, Sakai being one of them, DSP is legitimately getting $20, $30 days again. That's where we're at. We've finally approached sub $50 days again. And if Sakai would have stuck to his word and not been the absolute cucked maniac that he is, DSP would be having $30 days every fucking day.
What a dick-sucking loser that guy is. What a fucking loser.
Are so dented that
you might be socially awkward, but you're not this fucking dumb loser.
Right back in a way that you never thought. You thought that they would have had some sort of integrity, but they are DSP. That shouldn't have been the expectation, I guess. I set my standards for people; they're just a little too high.
What a
stupid
fucking loser!
First of all, just so you know, that was a great way to end December. That's going to help me out a lot because I got a good push and a good amount of support at the end of the month. So as all my income comes in, over the course of January,
Eric Brandon, we'll watch it. This is how you don't play.
But also, we are
eventually
full speed ahead. We are running to the end goal of 50. Remember, when we hit 50, we unlock
Jesus Christ, the cringe.
Number 1.
We are running. We're running towards you giving me your money.
Retro games.
How exciting. Blow your brains out.
Classic
Minecraft.
It could be something rage-a-thon, rage-inducing.
Why is his first thought fucking Retro Marathon, dude? He said, how many times has he told us and his own audience that his audience doesn't like retro games. They don't show up for retro games. Even back in the day when he did the retro summer, people complained the entire time that he wasn't playing modern games and he was only playing retros. How many times did he tell us that the Chrono Trigger playthrough, while it was fun for him because he enjoyed the games, it was really slow and people didn't come by and really support it, and that those were dead streams? How many fucking times did he tell us when he was playing the Final Fantasy, Pixel Perfect remaster or whatever, that people didn't like retro games and people don't like these games that he's playing? He does this every single time. And it's the same thing with what he just mentioned, the Rageathon marathons. He doesn't get upset. The only way he gets upset during those marathons is when he doesn't get money. So what the fuck is the point of the marathon? People aren't going to tip you money if you're not being upset at the games. And he does try his best to not be upset, completely defeating the point. It's these half-baked ideas that just don't make sense on his stream that he constantly goes back to. He wants to do these so bad, and they're just not good ideas. And they really never were. Maybe for another streamer, but not for him. And thank you, Lolboy,
really
for the
tough
100
games that I've never played
SEK.
before.
Very
Now if I play them,
cool.
they'll kick my butt, and you guys can laugh at me.
I forget where
fail. Just realize
SEKs
this
are
is
even from. I'm gonna look it up.
right,
Don't
Swedish
tell me, don't tell me.
krona.
Don't type it in chat.
There you go. So it could be Rageathon. It could be PC-centric games. Someone had made the suggestion, hey, what about if
It's a
you play
Swedish
games that are only
krona.
on PC, like League of Legends or Valorant or something like that, so you can test out games that you never really played before now that you have a PC, right? Or another great suggestion is to play Dino Crisis all day and fully experience the game for the very first time.
You already
which I've only
played
through
it.
3 times now during various Halloween marathons. Well, I guess you could also argue the Christmas marathon because that's when I played it this year.
What? Wait. He's played the Dino Crisis tutorial 3 to 4 times now? I missed this yesterday. I didn't know that. I thought I'd seen him play it previously, and I know he just played it this past Christmas marathon or whatever. I thought it was only 2. We've really fucking played it 3 or 4 times now on stream?
Oh,
That's
lame.
crazy, dude. And who's asking for that, by the way? I genuinely don't know who in his chat is that interested in Dino Crisis. I'm not reading his chat the entire time, but I can't recall anyone ever legitimately asking for it.
Also, why is Regina okay as
Is
the
this
main
guy just
character,
being
but not
gaslit by
Eve from
LARPers
Stellar
every
Blade?
day?
Saving whenever you want.
Like,
So we could actually play.
Regina wears a skin tight outfit, but it's okay when it's
of those, like literally any of those 4 sound good to me.
45 polygons, I guess.
Because we're rapidly approaching. It looks like next week
And it's
we're
okay.
going to be hitting the goal.
Yeah, we're
and doing a
rapidly
marathon probably
approaching
in the next
Dino
week.
Crisis
Once you pass the 500,000 polygon mark, it becomes unsafe horny to like female characters to play games with
outside
them.
of Christmas since December 3rd or something like that. So obviously we want to have a day off, and we're talking about maybe next week it'll be like, we're thinking I'm either going to take Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday off next week. Okay.
Please.
So
You could take the whole week off ESP. That would be awesome, actually.
Grocery shopping, do all the busy
I'm
work
gonna
crap.
boost his audio
Another
and
day we can
then
actually
hit it
have
with a
ourselves to
limiter.
go out and have a good time together. All right. So if that's the case,
Yo, it's
basically the
so
marathon-
fucking weird that he has to structure his life this way. That he has to have a day once a week where he's not streaming and he's leaving his house to spend money. I don't know why he has to live this way. Nobody else I know in real life operates the way the DSP does. It's so fucking odd to hear a guy who doesn't have a job, doesn't have to go into a workplace, literally plays video games all day, talk about needing days off to relax and specifically to not leave, but to spend time with his wife on the couch. It's so strange to me, the way that he lives. I don't know how he spends so much time in the house. And this is coming from somebody who also likes to spend all of their time in the house that I fucking paid for, okay? It's comfortable here. But, like, I also don't like to go out all that much. But I have a real job. I do have to go and do things. I even have to interact with customers sometimes. I get my social interaction. What is this guy fucking doing? Literally nothing. The chat is his interaction.
would probably end up being whatever the last day is that I stream of that week. So whether that's Thursday or Friday, of next week, we'll have to figure that out. Okay. So I'll figure that out. And when I know, I'll let you know. But that's what it's looking like. So when we hit 50, that marathon will take place. And likely we're going to schedule it for either Friday or Saturday of next week. And not only will we be doing the gaming marathon, which is reward number 1, reward number 2, How about some food? Well, I'm gonna get some food, and we're gonna do a feasting with the king.
Oh
The
my
first of which I'm gonna do
god, this guy is so
rather than it being
obsessed
a
with
taste test where I rank food.
like flexing
Instead, it's
on
just gonna be my wife and I
retards by
ordering
just
from a place
eating
that
food
like
in front of them.
before that we know
I
we
bet
like,
you wish you
and
could
just have
afford
that real
Taco
life lifestyle with all
Bell.
of you as a hangout
And all the
session. It's very
poverty-stricken
different from
idiots in his
DSP
fan
tries
base are
where
like,
I'm
oh my
drinking
god,
food.
what a
Tell me
baller.
this
This
guy's
guy's such a
more of a
giga chad eating
mukbang,
Taco
whatever.
Bell, and
That's
I
what it is,
can't.
okay?
So that's actually not all that
That's what
different.
DSP
but
thinks
even
is
if like let's
happening.
admit that it is different, like let's agree it's like that's actually worse content if you ask me. There's less, I don't know, there's less point to it. Like at least in the taste test, he's ordering something new, you know, he's rating it, he's giving you his thoughts on it. The idea that this fat fuck would order food that he's already had previously, know he likes, and just eat it on stream, there's no point to that. That is not a reward. That like actually it's worse than a DSP tries it. So I'm super glad that we're gonna go and do that again. I can't wait to not watch that segment. It's gonna be very cool avoiding it.
Captain Alex's face is
So that's gonna be during that
longer.
marathon, right?
Very long face.
And it's part of the marathon? It's not even a fucking second reward. It's actually going to intervene with the ongoing marathon where people actually want to see Dino Crisis or whatever the hell it is. Like it's just so counterintuitive. All of these things could be separated. They could be done as separate pieces of content that don't overlap on each other and don't cause issues and
Very
actually
lumpy
make for
face.
worse content. But he can't even fucking manage that. Not that they're good ideas, but he couldn't even manage to separate them so that it's a cohesive piece.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Come
We're getting
on.
bad weather coming here. It's gonna be
I've
cold.
already proposed this, so I want to propose it again. You
Yeah,
can
ALR
suggest
type
a
shit
kind of
for real.
booze
For real,
me
for
to try
real.
during this marathon event. Okay, whether it's some kind of a brew or a beer, whether
A
it's
brew.
something hard liquor, maybe it's a mixed drink. Someone has already said, why don't I get some of those Buzz Balls, little drinks, or maybe a variety pack of something like that? Because
Yo, Buzz Balls are good.
Flavors.
I don't know that
So
I need to
could
see
drink
DSP
those during
drink
the
them,
course of the
but
day,
they're good.
while I'm doing my marathon. Yeah, I could see that. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do it so that
Wait. Ripenol Wilkins? Very cool name. Saying he's
Rohypnol-
inching towards
Rohypnol
feeder
Wilkins,
content.
I'm guessing.
Now that you mention it, he's just listed 3 different types of consuming style content that he's looking to do. The DSP tries it, the mukbang style, and then the alcohol taste test. At this point, actually, I think you're right. This dude is literally inching closer and closer to zero gameplay, all consuming.
goddamn?
All consumption? There we go. All consumption content. No wonder his fucking wife is as big as she is. If that's literally his interests, it's fuck games, fuck music. All I care about is eating food and drinking. That actually adds up for her as well. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I hate it. Telltale fan with the 5. For someone who says that he's a recovering alcoholic, this reward of a beer tasting stream is odd. Well, that's how I felt every time he drinks on stream. But I'm not the one in charge of the streams. If people want to support his addictions and him constantly drinking and damaging his liver and providing an early grave,
looks like him,
that's
doesn't it?
fine. I'm not in charge of their money, but I also find it very odd. And when I tell people this, like in real life, or when I tell people this online that aren't as familiar with DSP, they're just as God-smacked as he would say. So I think we're all in
Again, similar
agreement
to
there.
Christmas, every level of support.
Thank you for the
if I drink
5,
one
of
or something
course.
like that. I got to see what they've got. I get at the liquor store. I'll probably go tomorrow. I'll check out the liquor store and see what they have, and I'll probably grab some stuff. Okay, so
Hey,
that should
it's
be fun.
Mr.
So, yeah, basically, this
Burnell.
marathon's
Mr.
gonna be great. It's gonna be
Burnell,
like next week.
bobbity
We just gotta figure out
boobity.
what to
Your
do.
usual
So let's talk
chin?
about it. Let's keep talking about it.
Yeah, of
It doesn't
course.
seem like we have a consensus.
Obviously,
like
stupid.
me, my personal.
What'd you say? I mean,
preference
obviously,
would
cool
either be,
person.
The
That's what I
retro
thought you said, bitch.
idea where we play retro games, or
I can't. No, I don't. I don't think it's a good idea.
things that I'd be more interested in. But I'm still okay with a Rageathon, and I'm still okay with PC centric. But the thing is, we need to figure out what we're going to do so people can nominate.
Chris Farrakhan, how's it going?
So let's keep talking.
I'm
about
drawing
it.
the
And,
fan
I
art
don't
for the
know what
Captain Alex
PC
contest.
centric even means as far
It's
as
gonna be
marathon.
great.
Like,
bullshit.
I understand. He's talking about playing something like
I'm gonna
fucking
win.
League
I'm
of
gonna
Legends
get
or
that
something.
shout
Something
out,
that you're
finally.
only gonna play on PC that like diehard PC players play. He's gonna go play Dota 2. Yeah, good luck with that, bud. That'll never happen.
Bull yet, but I want to kind of get your idea, like your feedback on what to do.
Sakura
Give me your opinions on
Dakimakura.
this, all right.
Wow,
So
that's
anyway, that's gonna be great.
that's a line.
I'm excited for it.
A Sakura
And, I hope that
Dakimakura.
you guys are pumped too. So let's get it. Let's get to this goal. Every $150 raised on a stream.
Let's give me your
gets us
money.
another number to the goal and locks us in to this special marathon.
He said
event at the end of the
Valorant?
week.
Oh my
So let's
God.
get going, right? Today, hey, let's get some support.
Let's get going. Let's give me your money.
Momentum going.
RuneScape would be
Super
hype, but
stickers,
DSP
memberships, and gifted
RuneScape stream would
memberships on
low key
YouTube.
be interesting in the worst
Or
way.
subs and gifted subs over on
But there's too many like
Worst tips.
those are real
PayPal, which is
people, so
basically
he
third
would
party
get
and anyone
trolled. He
can
could
do
never
it,
do a
all right?
RuneScape
Let's get
stream.
some
You're a
names
troll.
up on this leaderboard. Let's get our first sub gifter of the day over on Kick. Let's get our
Holy
first tip
moly.
of the day, PayPal, and let's get these starting to populate. Okay.
No.
Now,
Well,
Eat shit.
so-
Anyways.
Fuck positive updates. I don't care. I'm thinking about the PC centric stream because this is actually a far more interesting idea now that I'm thinking about it. This should be the fucking marathon, dude. Because somebody said, imagine him playing CK3. Yeah, dude. DSP playing map staring simulators like Crusader Kings or Europa Universalis. Make the guy play Hearts of Iron, dude. I would love to see this guy try and figure out how to play a game like
Finally,
that.
Kiwi Josh
Or
will be a
I know
real fan.
later somebody recommends Project Zomboid, or I've seen people tell him play RimWorld before. Those are actually interesting things that I
Time for the
don't think the DSP would be able to grasp. That's real good content, actually. Yes, Dwarf Fortress in actual ASCII graphics. That's what people want to see. Or people is me, obviously. I don't give a fuck about him playing the original Ninja Gaiden on the NES or whatever. That sounds lame as hell, dude. I want to see him play RimWorld. That game's gonna beat his ass.
for everyone. Is everyone excited for some positive updates? I hope so.
No.
I got some big positive updates for all of you. Let's do it. I'm excited for this one.
Yawn. Anyways.
Can you mail me a check? You could if you're like 80 years old and you don't use the internet. I guess you could mail a check, but then you wouldn't obviously be watching my Kick stream either. So
Yo, Caves of Cud is fantastic. Midnight Snore Train. Anybody's not playing Caves of Cud, if that's your style of game, you're really missing out. It's pretty good.
The games again now that you have a PC.
QUD.
Well, again, that's what I mean. Like we'd have to figure this out. Like, what would it be? I was gonna say just play it on Switch and play a bunch of them. Like
Thank you for the
there's
Sonic
Gaiden, there's
ad.
Mega Man. Actually, I don't think Mega Man's on the
Yeah,
Switch.
of course,
I guess
Ninja
I'd have to go to
Gaiden.
the
That's
Mega
what I
Man
was just
collection.
saying.
You don't think Mega Man's on the Switch?
How many times are we gonna fucking play Mega Man?
I'm down for that. Like I'm down for whatever, but we have to figure it out.
Didn't he play like all the Mega Man games one time, or he played like a couple of them in a row or something? I swear to fuck, we've already played Mega Man. Who's asking to see Mega Man?
And that's the thing is like with this new system, you kind of don't know when you're going to hit the goal. And because of that, it's kind of uncertain, like how much time we have to plan. So, you know, like last week, I never would have thought that we were going to be doing the marathon this early in January. And now here we are, you know, so it's kind of unpredictable, the nature of it.
What?
The last retro marathon
Yeah,
wasn't
you're right.
that fun. Trill's what retro marathon? I never did a
Abeus.
retro marathon.
He
The
barely
only time that I
defeated
ever
the
played
last
a retro
boss
game
with
in a
save
marathon
states. You're
was a
right.
challenge
That's
run
he
marathon.
literally
This was
cheesed
back
the
when
shit
I was
out
on
of it.
Twitch, and people were wagering penne points to see if I could beat a stage of Mario. This was, I think it was Mario the Lost Levels with certain challenges. Like, can I beat it in 30 seconds? Can I do it without dying 3 times? Can I get a certain amount of coins? Stuff like that. That's the only one I even remember. Yes, you do. You got sick last year for a retro marathon.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
what?
Remember this? Does anyone remember me doing a retro marathon in 2024 during which I got sick?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Is it that big a deal? Oh my god.
Huh?
We had to do the zoom in,
Did I
obviously.
really do this?
We didn't put it on the board for no reason, you guys. We got to
Hold on a
use
second.
it.
This is ridiculous. How did I not remember it?
Because
This
you're
is sounding
retarded?
silly. I don't believe you.
Anyways.
Did a
How do you
retro
not
marathon?
remember what
I
you
got
did
sick.
last year? You did it.
Okay, when did this happen?
Like
Give me a date.
for real. If you asked me about like, you know, and some sort of event or a job that I did at work this year, and it was some sort of, you know, special, you know, marathon exclusion to the norm style thing, I would remember. I pretty much remember
That's
all
wrong.
of the places that I went to this
Thumbs
past
point
year for work
inwards.
that was not my normal
Inward.
home base. I remember. How does this guy not remember actual marathons that he was supposed to put on or did put on? Why does he have to check?
I'm looking at all my playlists right now. I was playing retro games all day, the Mario Challenge Run game and all. no, if you're talking about Nintendo
You're
World
right. My brain
Championships, I
isn't
remember playing
gin
it, but I don't
soaked
remember doing
though.
it
It's
all
definitely got
day.
burn holes in it though.
You got sick and you didn't reschedule it. Wait, what? So it didn't happen?
What? Ah.
Can someone speak English in chat, please?
Oh my
Can someone
God.
like write in the actual English language what you're talking about? Because I have no
Go
fucking
look
clue
it
what
up.
you're talking about.
Very
Go look it up.
rude.
But we're gonna sit here and berate the chat because you don't know what you did.
It's hard to simulate the audio
Fed
getting
Rogers
cut
ignoring
out.
the nonsense though, so at least we've got that going for us. You know, we love Fed Roger.
Listen,
He's always there.
here. I'm gonna literally
Reliable
read you all my
narrator in the
playlists from
chat,
last
of
year. Are you ready?
course. Not a LARPer at all.
Street Fighter 6, Sea of Stars, Tekken 8 various playlists, the Silent Hill, the short message, my Super Bowl marathon,
Oh, he really is checking though.
Pal World, when Kat and I did Dondoko Island Co-op, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Baldur's Gate 3, Dragon's Dogma 2, Alone in the Dark, Harold Halibut, The Return to Elden Ring, Little Kitty Big City, Helldivers 2, the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection.
Why are we
Another Crowd's
reading them
Treasure.
though? You don't have to read them. He
A
could just
PC
look.
Indies
He
marathon.
could just
That
say
is
it's
a
not
retro
in there.
marathon.
It didn't
It's a bunch
happen.
of PC indie games.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, Hades 2 Early Access.
Yeah, he never finished that either.
Thank you, Redbird, for the
He's
two.
basically giving you a list of his rage quits.
Does my setup have a mic boom arm Sting style?
Elden Ring Shadow
Do you
of the-
mean
dude, there was
it's
no
coming
retro
down from the
marathon list.
rafters? It doesn't
literally
come down
didn't
from the
happen.
rafters. I do
I'm
have a
reading
mic
all my
boom
playlists.
arm style though. It cost me like $10 or $15
What are you talking about?
in 2018.
I knew I was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you
2018.
talking about?
Literally didn't happen.
3 passive arms is
Upside
kind
down
of
and what you're describing
crazy.
is what we're doing right now.
Never understood why you bought 4 boom
What
arms
did we
this
do during
week, but
that
that's
Indies
fine.
marathon? I don't recall that. We played Pizza Tower.
We're still on this, by the way. We're still figuring it out. If you
Pizza
hang
Tower,
on,
the
wait a
82
minute,
early
wait
access.
a minute. If you gotta lean in this fucking far to see in your screen, boss, throw it away. Throw the whole setup away. You fucked it up. He did all that cable management. He spun his fucking camera around and took pictures. You guys, I cleaned up the room. My setup's so much better. I don't have to crank my neck to type in the leaderboard anymore. Yet we're still hitting this fucking maneuver in order to see OBS. That's wild. Again, just the wrong priorities. Absolutely the wrong priorities. Oh my God.
Oh, Pizza Tower, the Hades 2 Early Access, Noita, and Stardew Valley. And that's how I brought back Stardew Valley.
Maybe I should make it barefoot.
Yeah, that was
to
the Indie
appeal
Games
to
Marathon. I
The
remember
only
that.
retro thing I could think of is that there was a Ninja Gaiden run you were going to do, and that was 2 years ago, by the way. But the goal wasn't hit, so we never did it. And then there was also Chrono Trigger at one point. Yeah, that was years ago.
Bro.
You guys really like to confuse me. Like
Oh my God. This is your legacy, dude.
Confusing myself and think that I'm crazy. You realize that, right? Like I actually legit thought that like I couldn't remember that I did a retro marathon last
And you
year.
didn't.
So I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He couldn't remember the fucking games he played 3 months ago for the Game Award reviews or whatever. Most disappointing games, that's what he's doing. That's what the series is called. Anyway, he couldn't even remember the games he played this fucking year, let alone an event that he threw. But why is it like that? Why can you not remember? How do you get gaslit into thinking that you did content that you never made? That seems like such an odd thing that shouldn't be happening. I don't know. That just shouldn't be normal, dude.
Literally what you're saying didn't even happen.
I know, gin, brain, alcoholism. I know. But like,
anyway,
it's still odd, no?
I don't even know why we started arguing about this. So anyway, we got to figure out what
Because
we
you
wanna
have
do for
nothing
this
else to
marathon.
talk
That's
about,
gonna take
that's
place
why.
Next week. Okay, later next week. And we have only about a week to figure it out. Because it's going to be Thursday or Friday next week. We got to determine, what it's going to be so we can set it and then start planning for it. Okay?
Set it and then
So let's figure
forget
this out.
it.
I would say let's eliminate the PC centric. I don't really care about League of Legends. Okay, just to be honest with all of you, these PC centric games.
Dead.
There's new ones that come out. That's one thing.
League of
But I
Legends
just
is
don't foresee myself
dead.
getting ashamed
I knew that was
about
going to
League of
happen
Legends or
since
whatever and playing it during a marathon and even
the Cannon Brothers
what I mean?
connection.
Like, if I was going to play it all day, like if it was League of Legends day and all I played was League of Legends for 8 hours so I could start to understand it, that's one thing. But like, I don't foresee myself caring about these PC, I don't think that would really work too well. just to be.
Okay, if that's what it takes, if it would take him an actual 8-hour full play session in order to understand something like League, why is that not the event then? Why have we completely written off PC-centric style gaming as an event because you insist on playing multiple of them instead of just giving the game the amount of time it would, need in order for him to understand? It's just immediately throwing his hands up and saying, guys, I don't fucking care about that game. I don't want to try. I don't want to do it. Seems stupid. Like that's actually what he's done here, rather than, tailor the experience to what it would have to be for the game and be enjoyable for his audience. He's just not willing to think about the scenario for long enough to make it work. He'd rather just give up because it's far easier to do that, obviously. Everyone knows giving up is the easier option.
Okay, but I know
I agree, though. It would be a fucking snooze fest to be played. I'm not a League enjoyer, though. I watch normal people. Like, I watch people who are good at League play sometimes. Like, I've had friends who've enjoyed League, and I look at their gameplay and immediately want to go to bed.
Easiest way. We have most of the old Nintendo games on there. I think the only ones that aren't on there are like Mega Man. Or Rageathon, but the thing with Rageathon is we'd have to determine quickly a series of rage-inducing games for me to play. So,
Quickly.
So let's talk about it. Let's figure it out, okay?
No. Anyways.
2 big updates. Update number 1. I have finished working on my year-end series.
Working.
The top 20 most disappointing and the top 20 best playthroughs of 2024. I've ranked them. I have all my rationale behind it. It's all done. I have all the
thought we were
video
ranking
files that I
games,
need
not
ready to go on my PC. The
Okay.
last piece of work I have to do is setting up those video files to play in OBS, and then we are ready to go with the year-end series. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start my year-end series.
Oh, wait, what?
Sunday night.
He has to set them up to play in OBS? You can't just play the videos?
No.
What?
No.
There's 100 different ways that he could play videos in OBS, and all of them take about 30 seconds.
He could have uploaded them to like an
What does that
unlisted
mean?
playlist to YouTube. And just
Again, he's
watch
just
them that
so
way.
unfamiliar with the tools that he uses on a daily basis that he cannot do the fundamentals of streaming without it being some giant process that gets postponed 100 times because he's fucking lazy. I don't get it, dude. If I worked around a forklift every single day of my life and then you asked me to get in it, I operate it every day and you asked me to get it in and lift a pallet up, if I told you I couldn't, you'd think I was fucking stupid. But with DSP, I guess this is supposed to be the norm. This is supposed to be acceptable. OBS has only been his streaming operating service for how long now,
That's right. So I'm off from streaming tomorrow. When I come back on Sunday,
I like the Chibidoki clips. She's like the new Pippa, even though we still have Pippa. But I'm always happy to click on a random chibi clip.
Jueves y viernes, jueves y viernes, sábado, sábado.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know which day is which. I've learned the words. I don't know. What the frick is a domingo? I don't know! Like, dude, this is not telling me!
Thank you, Chibidoki. What an idiot. We love her.
we're going to have a daytime stream.
He's
All
not
right, and then the
OBS
night stream
certified.
is gonna be
I should get
our
one of
series
those. I should put it right
starting
next to my
with the most
forklift
disappointing
certification
playthroughs,
and leave
okay?
it in my
So
launch bag
FYI.
like a maniac. That way when people ask,
Sweet. Gundam uploaded the video I finished. Take a look at it.
Personally, I believe I'm not meant to work. I'm meant to do this all day.
The times when you get to be legitimately against women is one of the joys in life.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Oh, sweet.
Everyone says they're
I'm glad he was able to get a sponsor for the video. Making up for the fact that it took me like 3 days to finish it.
The more I work on YouTube and get treated like an absolute jackass, the more I get upset with tech girlies. Today we follow Meta Project Manager. Just to preface this, I want you to know, Meta Project Managers make, let me look, $266,000 a year.
Is the gender pay gap real?
Yes, men statistically get paid more than women, even in the same position of power.
But that's as of
Wrong.
2022. It's probably higher now.
So this is Alfred using AI DSP to answer the question of what is the average Meta project manager salary in 2024.
On 2024.
Caps at about 300K.
I'm not even gonna look.
And you can see there's one of my streams there on my screen, and I got the VTubers in the corner there.
I don't have the willpower.
It was the part where he sprayed himself in the face with the air machine.
Now in 2024, I'm not even gonna
Thank you for the follow.
look. I don't have the willpower.
This is a day in my life as a product designer at Meta.
I genuinely wonder.
This is a day in my life as a product designer at Meta.
I genuinely wonder, like, what does a product manager?
Remember the early metaverse and how it looked like this? Man, it doesn't look like that now. The 3D models you get in the Meta, the based social media. I say not based, base as in like the generic one that's built into the Meta system. It looks a lot better now than this
design at Meta.
Just increase
Because
the
from what I can
polygon
tell,
count.
Meta specializes in buying.
This is a list of over 100 companies that Meta has purchased since 2006. For some reason, they stopped purchasing companies in 2002 and hasn't purchased a company since then, even now in 2025. The last company they purchased was Camouflage, the developer of the Batman VR game.
Buying already successful properties and then slapping their
And all for just like mostly undisclosed amounts.
name on it.
I work out of their headquarters in Menlo Park, and this campus honestly reminds me of Disneyland.
This is why tech sucks.
The theory that the reason they stopped buying companies is now 2022 was when AI really took off. So the theory is that instead of buying companies, they just make an AI do what the company that they were going to buy do.
So bad.
Pretty cool. We're in the future is
people live
now.
in a completely alternate reality. They go to work, it's beautiful, it's sunny, everyone's smiling, there are meals. Here in New York, it is foggy and gray. I went outside and I thought I stepped on set for The Witcher.
At 9:30, I got breakfast with my team.
A little bit of extra effort in that one. This is why it takes me several days to make a video.
And I thought I stepped on
We got the fog overlay, we got the Gundam face over the Geralt. It's color corrected so it blends in.
set for The
This is why you pay the big bucks. I don't get paid big bucks.
Witcher.
At 9:30, I got breakfast with my team who are here this week for a 3-day
You know what bothers
design
me?
workshop.
Sorry, ADD taking over. You know what bothers me about
gray. I went outside and I thought I stepped
the School of the Wolf medallion is never gonna not bother me. Like, could you not make one that was true to the one that everyone knows instead of just a fucking coin on a chain? Would it taken you too long to make an actual wolf medallion? Okay, cool.
on
Very faithful.
set for The Witcher.
At 9:30, I got breakfast with my team who are here this week for a 3-day design workshop.
Look at this breakfast.
Oh,
Look
interesting.
at this. Oh, scrumptious. Oh, perfectly made broccoli.
I had to put in extra effort to make this video funny because it's just a lot of complaining. It's not as funny as the typical voice over I get, so I had to work harder to make it funny because you can be as angry as you want to as long as it's funny. But if you're angry and it's just not funny, then it's just cringe looking.
An egg and cheese burrito. Oh, I'm so hungry. Productivity, my dickhole. Working in tech. That guy in the blue shirt looks like he kisses men between the cheeks, if you know what I mean.
I wouldn't mind kissing that man between the cheeks.
Tobias.
You blow hard.
In the morning, we did different design thinking activities before getting lunch at our
Swapped out with a
barbecue
different
pit, which is our
Arrested Development
smokehouse
Club.
on campus.
A barbecue pit? What? It's already time for lunch? They just finished showing me breakfast. Oh my God. Where do they put this stuff?
We couldn't forget about dessert, so we went to our sweet shop to get some ice cream. In the afternoon, we continued working on our different projects before exploring the campus on bikes.
10 a.m. to 12 p.m. design thinking activities. Do you play with some Legos? Have some good feeling
There's your obligatory DSP reference.
activities. Do you play with some Legos?
Not a children's entertainer. All the people who make fun of me have stopped making fun of me. I don't know if you noticed. No, Phil, I haven't noticed, but keep going.
have some good feelings and vibrations. Then to finish the day off, you jump in the ball pit and roll around. What do you say?
Next, we went to another building to explore our
Succulent
9-acre
Legos.
rooftop park.
Meta sucks, dude. Like, unironically, Meta is ass. When they bought Instagram, it sucked. Facebook is nothing but boomers, and it also sucks. They created Threads to compete with Twitter, X.
Why I'm jumping to Threads even if it sucks. You did this to yourself, Elon. In 2023, okay.
And it completely nosedived.
Nosedive.
If you've ever gone to Threads, it is literally a hotbed for thoughts. All day, all night, 304s. Posting videos of themselves in little
Summer
outfits,
Conti.
half naked, saying things like, "What?"
Taking a selfie of her sitting on the toilet. So it seems like the kind of stuff you would expect from a Facebook Threads thought.
Videos of themselves in little
Look, I'm at a toilet. I'm pooping.
outfits.
I'm always a little
half
quirky.
naked,
I'm not
saying
like other
things like,
girls.
"What would you do? Me or a PlayStation?" I take the PlayStation because it would probably listen to me more than you selfish bitch.
We grabbed some snacks and drinks before sitting outside in our courtyard.
My brain is melting. It's so clean. There isn't a single hobo pissing. Where are they in California? Where there are some addicted junkies.
We took the shuttle back to class.
Clever censorship there. Instead of a black bar, we have got a nice party horn covering up the crack pipe.
Junkies.
Hunter likes to party. We all know that about him.
We took the shuttle back to classic campus and ended the evening with a team dinner.
Yeah, it's a
How
campus.
is this is terrible. This is the worst. Tech layoffs need to happen. It doesn't even feel like a job. I don't even get to go outside and ride a bicycle. I would like to do that in a beautiful campus where there's no litter and it's all sunshine. Where has the work been? There hasn't been a shred of work in this. This is supposed to be 1 minute, but it's the longest minute of my life. Watching this goofball chick have a job that's so laissez-faire you couldn't call it a job. It's adult daycare. We had some fun and activities for thinking. Then we rode bicycles and we ran around on the campus. All that's left is the pet of rabbit. Wait, there's another campus to go to and there's team dinners? Dude, this is too much. Thankfully, by the grace of God, this chick ran out of time. And it ends directly after they had their brainstorming dinner. One last one. We'll do one more with this chick. She needs to stop making these. They suck.
This is a day in my life as a product designer at Meta. I'm here in New York for a work trip.
Lovely, you're on a trip. It seems like your whole life is a trip.
I got up around 8 today, got ready, and went to the office. My team went up to the cafe and we got breakfast together.
Every one of this chick's videos starts
I ate
off
breakfast,
with
and I
going
sent
to
an
work
email,
and
then I
having
ate lunch, then
a
I ate an email, then I
beautifully
sent a
cooked
letter, and I
Next, we
ate a
went to
dinner,
our
and
juice bar and got green smoothies.
then I read an
So
email.
the bacon isn't burnt. We've got some fruits. We got vegetables. Everything. Look at. Those golden brown tater tot. Never had a golden brown tater tot in my life. I've only had burnt ones. I bet that orange juice is freshly squeezed because they need to have the finest orange juice so they're not stressed out. See, it is fresh. Oh.
At 10, we booked a meeting room and then we worked on our different projects.
Did I literally just see 10 a.m. work, quotation marks, but they don't show you any work. You see it for less than a second. Then immediately we're into yoga. But that one goes for a second. She's only got so much time to show you how great her day is.
For lunch, we decided to go to an Italian cafe in our building and the food was so good.
We're heading for lunch and it was really good. And next we're going to have dinner, I bet.
We finished lunch with some gelato and then we went exploring and found a music room.
Okay, I'm wrong. I thought that we would have gone to dinner. Instead, we found a music room where people who have no talent for music or creativity tinker around on instruments.
It's been so nice being able to see my team in person and doing design sessions together.
I want to see what this chick designs.
After work, we went to the rooftop to watch the sunset.
Another fantastic day. Oh, we went outside and we stared at the sunset on the rooftops. And we weren't accosted by a homeless migrant looking for smack.
At 7:30, we had team dinner, and then we ended the night at a karaoke bar.
Extra animation.
Team dinner and karaoke. Get this out of my face. How effing fun. We all go to karaoke to sing Backstreet Boys. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I knew it. I knew it was Backstreet Boys is trash. Because that's the sort of music you listen to when your life is an absolute garbage.
I will save you all for my singing, but this was such a fun team bonding event.
What a beautiful day in New York City. The way this chick films New York City, look how beautiful it looks there. It doesn't look like that. Dude, oh my God. New York City sucks. It's so messy, trashy. Trash on the streets, my dudes. Could you imagine making $250,000 doing this? You know, we work a little bit, then we have lunch, everything's scheduled. You have fun, you're flown out to places, you're flown to the nice areas. Ugh. I can't, dude. I cannot do these videos anymore. I hate them.
I looked at a video of ultra realistic cyberpunk mod.
I can't, dude.
And his footage of the character on the bicycle or the motorcycle. Because I thought it looked cool, and I was playing Cyberpunk at the time. So the video that I'm usually showing at the end of this is usually whatever video game I'm playing at any given time. A little bit of an Easter egg. Anyways, thank you, Gundam.
I'll ask for it. I don't have it, of course.
We're going to do more Dark Souls modded run on the day stream on Sunday, and then Sunday night will be the most disappointing playthroughs of 2024 Countdown. Now, dependent on how this goes, if we get through the disappointing games, disappointing playthroughs Countdown, and we have time, we'll just go right into the best playthroughs of 2024 Countdown. But it depends, because I have 20 to talk about, so it very well be that I need 2 nights. I need Sunday night to do the most disappointing playthroughs.
I need 2 nights.
Monday night to do the best playthrough, okay? So depending on how it goes, we'll actually determine how much we do each night. So either both or split, depending on time, okay? So
I don't even know who asked for
this. What we're
this.
going to do is Sunday, Dark Souls.
Like, legitimately, who is looking forward to the DSP, year-end wrap-up, let's talk about video game session? Like, I know we point and laugh and joke about all of the dumb things that he has to say about video games, but, like, his legitimate audience, again, who's asking for these things in chat? Who is telling DSP, I can't wait to see this series. It's my favorite. I really hope you find time to edit it and it comes out good. Like, he's the only person I see. Okay, you guys are saying Jade. I'm seeing Jade. All right, then I'll stop talking. I gotta respect Jade, I guess.
Respect Jade.
My bad, Jade.
Monday,
he'll run you over.
Some, I think it was Indiana Jones or Stalker 2 that I scheduled.
Jade has to get some sort of content that's actually worth the shit. So I really do have to stop.
So we're gonna do
What
Stalker
up,
2 on
Demi
Monday.
Fiend? How am I doing?
Night will
Tired.
either
I'm
be
very tired.
The second half of my year-end stuff, or it will
Waking
be
up at
Black
2 a.m.
Ops
's rough.
multiplayer. Okay? Tuesday. Here's the
pretty
big
harsh.
announcement. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh shit, big announcement. Here we go.
if all goes according to plan, which fingers crossed it
5.
does, knock on wood it does. Right now everything's looking good, but you don't know, you never know what could happen between now and Tuesday.
Mhm.
Tuesday will be the premiere of my brand new wrestling commentary show starring myself and co-host Ashton from Kino Casino.
Corinne! Get a friend, Ashton. This is pathetic, bro.
That way,
Get an actual friend you can talk about wrestling with, not some
I didn't catch that
dumb
yesterday
fucking
either. I
idiot
thought it was going to
brain-dead
be a
locale.
night stream thing. What? Wow. You learn something new every time you listen back, I swear. You always catch something different. He talks so
What in
much,
the
and it's all
goddamn-
nonsense.
Yeah, what
so
a
much of it
fucking
slips
loser.
through. That's awesome.
I want to talk about, let's see, what is something to talk about? I want to talk about Tally from Mass Effect, but nobody wants to talk about Tally from Mass Effect with me. They all think I'm a dork and I need to get over it. Mass Effect was how many years ago? So what I did is I went to a homeless shelter and I brought a camera with me and I paid a homeless guy $10 to talk to me about Tally. He doesn't know anything about Tally either, but he used to back in the day at some point, I think, but then he forgot all about it. So I'm going to remind him, we're going to get all caught up on the Mass Effect Tally lore, and it's going to be great because I have no friends, but it's okay. I went to a homeless shelter and I paid a homeless guy $10 to talk to me. And that's going to be my new show for my podcast. I'm a professional.
It's one less piece of DSP stream that I feel inclined to watch. Because I'm not fucking listening to wrestling. It's actually going to be a waste of time. But he'll tell you exactly why coming up. It's actually very cool. Thank you, Logan K, for the 5. Big ups, brother. If he has the files cold and all of his points organized already, this should be an edited video, correct? Logan, you're sounding like a troll, okay? And I'm going to explain this to you one more time. It can't be an edited video because then people can't tell him how they feel about the game. That is legitimately the justification that he gave the other day. He said that they were going to be edited videos. He was looking forward to editing them and putting them together to upload. And then somebody was like, oh, you should do it in the form of a live stream so that we could chat during.
He says he hasn't watched wrestling for years, so I guess he's just going to get caught up. He's going to let Ashton tell him all about the things that happened recently, and DSP's going to be like, I don't know, the straight man who's like, what? That happened? Are you serious? Whoa! Honk, honk, burk, burk. Ring the retard bell.
And he was like, that's a great idea. I love it.
Retard
so
alert.
you can blame whatever dent that was in the chat. Because I would agree. These should have just been normal videos that nobody watched. That's my ideal scenario. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Thank you for the 5, though, you troll.
Doesn't interfere with Kino Casino.
Because I can't draw hands or feet.
So we're actually going to do it earlier on in the day. So there will not be a Level 1 podcast on Tuesday. Instead, it will be the premiere of our new wrestling commentary show.
Cool, dude.
Talking about how to do it. I'm going to be the one broadcasting this. All right. So I'll be setting it up at, Discord and everything. I'll be broadcasting the show.
Okay.
It's going to, I guess, be co-broadcast. I don't see why not. Like, I don't see a reason.
Yeah, he's got. You guys are right. He also has to be live so he gets support. That is. I didn't take that into consideration too. Obviously.
Well, actually,
why did you tell Keemstar he wasn't allowed to do
this? Commentary show. It should be on my React channel. Let's be honest. We don't want it on ESP Gaming, right? So I'll co-broadcast.
Oh yeah, put it on a channel that nobody watches.
Pre-stream. What about all of the other dumb shit that we do on DSP Gaming? Are we for real right now? We guys, we cannot have the wrestling talk on DSP Gaming. Meanwhile, I put all of my other bullshit, nonsense, non-gaming content on here anyway. Well, like, where are the rules? Why do we even care? What's the difference? Just throw it all on the same fucking channel at this point. It's all bullshit. And this show is gonna suck anyway. DSP has already acknowledged, I don't know if it's in this one or if he said it earlier in the week when he was talking about it, he has no interest in taking this seriously, and neither does PPP for that matter. Yeah. But DSP said, I don't want to spend all my time watching wrestling. I don't want to watch all of these other promotions. I only want to watch WWE Raw on Monday nights via Netflix. That's it. And I've talked to people who are into wrestling. Shout out Dwight, of course. Big ups to Dwight. We love Dwight. He told me that anybody worth their salt in the wrestling community that actually wants to talk about wrestling and have their opinions be taken, as valid, you have to watch the other wrestling promotions because all of them are so intertwined that these wrestlers bounce from promotion to promotion all of the time. And if you don't watch them, you're not going to be familiar with them, so you won't have valid opinions on any of them. And DSP's just going to be uninformed, and people are, if they even show up, are going to grill him for not knowing his shit and wasting their time. That's, again, if anybody shows up, though. I don't think that they will. I couldn't imagine why they would. And PPP has also already acknowledged that he's just doing this so he can talk about wrestling with someone. He doesn't actually expect it to be good or make any money. If that's the case, then DSP is actually wasting his time by replacing the Level 1 pre-stream with the wrestling show that PPP doesn't expect to make any money. It's all nonsense. It's all a huge waste of time. I don't know why he ever agreed to do this. It's silly. But whatever. We love wrestling. We miss smart guys. It's very important to our legacy. We talk wrestling.
It'll be live streamed on DSP.
And 7 Force, I didn't even know that. Storylines can be on multiple shows and DSP is going to be confused. Like, what's even the point? It's like saying that you want to talk about a video game franchise and then you only played the one game. And then when people start asking you how you feel about characters from the, prequels or sequels, you go, I don't know. I didn't play those. I'm not interested. Then why are you sitting here talking to me about this shit? Just say you're a poser and you don't know anything and move on. Actually wasting people's time.
Okay, but also co-streamed on my Kick channel, DSP Gaming Reel. So you're going to have both.
I need like an Anley reference to look at.
And Ashton's here. He says it's gonna be amazing. Get hype. Yes, what we're gonna do.
No, it isn't. You don't believe that. You're just fucking
it's big premiere on Netflix.
Laziest form of engagement farming, bro. Go fuck yourself, you fat
on like 4.5,
idiot.
5 years of wrestling that I missed out on. I haven't watched pro wrestling since 2020. So for me to actually watch a modern WWE product is gonna be pretty interesting.
No,
I
it
don't know how it's
isn't.
gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. It's been so long, you know. There were
Yeah,
things
no.
I like and some things I absolutely hate. But you know, has it changed?
Yeah, no.
It didn't stop him from spending a bunch of money on a fucking mobile game, though.
Well, I'm gonna figure this out. No, I don't have Netflix. Ashton says, "Fuck you, Phil. You don't have Netflix." No, I don't have Netflix. No, we have Max. We have Amazon Prime Video because we have Amazon Prime and we have Max. So no, I don't have.
Why are you giving
but I'm gonna get it. You know what I heard too? Someone
Twitch
contacted me
money?
and said,
I thought you hated
if you get a
Twitch because they
VPN, I don't know
mistreated
how to make
you.
this work.
But
If you
I
get a
guess not.
VPN,
I guess wrestling is more
apparently,
important.
like WWE, all of their content is on Netflix. If you are like in Great Britain, and I guess you could use a
Who was
VPN
kicking
and get,
Wheelchair
like,
Cat?
every
It's
WWE show through Netflix. I don't know if this is true or not.
Okay.
It's funny how the
what does he mean? He doesn't know how
the
he would
wheelchair
get
is
that
in
to
the
work.
way
You buy
of
a
like
VPN.
I guess I'll have to try
an
to figure it out.
upskirt shot.
I'm gonna do
That's
that now.
it.
But that's fine.
You know, for now,
We don't need
it's gonna
that.
be watching Monday Night Raw, and then Ashton and I are gonna do this awesome show Tuesday morning.
This is an awesome show, bro. Not even he thinks it's gonna be awesome. He thinks nobody's gonna watch it, and it's gonna be dumb and lame.
Match by match and segment by segment. And
But let's lie to our audience
my show
because
Smart
we
Guys
need them
over a
to give
decade
us
ago.
money.
That's exactly what I did, and that's how
Pretty
I
cool.
want to keep the show.
I desperately want this show to be called Smart Guys again. And I was saying this just yesterday. In my ideal world, this show is called Smart Guys, and it was PPP's idea, and he gaslit DSP into like calling the show the same thing because he was such a big fan. He thought that the wordplay of smart and mark being the same thing in reference to a wrestling show was genius, and he boosts Phil's ego over it, and it goes nowhere. That's my ideal scenario. I think that's what would make me laugh the most because again, I'm not watching that shit. You can't make me.
Okay. So that's the thing. Like I need to get caught up. I just don't know about WWE today. I missed like Lady Charisma just said in chat. You missed the entire Cody Rhodes, rise plot line, and he's amazing now. I literally have not seen Cody Rhodes wrestle since he left WWE. He was dressed as Stardust the last time that I saw him wrestle. No exaggeration. I mean, I've seen clips of him in AEW.
I didn't even know
but
Cody
I've never watched
Rhodes
him
was in
as
Stardust
in over
anymore.
a decade. So yeah, this will be interesting. To try to
That's
get
how
caught up on the
informed
plot
I am
lines.
about
heard-
wrestling,
I
you
guess Roman
guys.
Reigns is back, and he's like a tweener now, where he's not good and he's not bad. He's kind of like almost an Austin-like character.
Tweener?
Last time I was watching WWE, no one liked Roman Reigns.
Oh
they
my
thought that he
God.
was like a crappy.
I'm
John
sorry
Cena
if you
and
watch
his guts.
wrestling.
And now I guess he had the whole tribal chief plotline.
But-
Everyone likes him. So I mean, I'm so behind.
You need a.
Ashton says no. Cody's
You got
still a
these
jobber. He
people
sucks.
who
Don't let them
are-
gaslight you. Well, there you go. Again, I gotta get caught up.
And your fan base.
I gotta get caught up, man. All right.
When
well,
does he think that he's gonna get
So,
caught up
on
though?
to-
Like again, going into the wrestling show, like this is just gonna be an uninformed show because he's 20 years behind and he's not willing to actually spend the time to catch up or watch anything. So when is he gonna be caught up on these people and these arcs and how people feel about the product in general? He's not. It's just gonna be drivel, just like his gaming
Tuesday,
content,
instead
I guess.
of the Level
Though.
One podcast, we will do the new wrestling commentary show, and it will be co-broadcast at the same time that this podcast would have been broadcast. Okay, and I'll likely archive the show. Here's the thing, guys. Just so everyone knows, I don't want to get everyone expectations up here. We can't use any WWE footage. I got to make this abundantly clear.
Wow, that's
WWE
awesome.
Is so copyright abuse.
So just two
Yes.
fat, dumb idiots just
thumbnail on your video
blabbing,
with a
just
person
trying to
from
describe
WWE,
something to you
they'll
that you
strike your
can't
goddamn
see.
video down.
That sounds
That's
awesome.
not true.
To give you some perspective,
That's not
you
true at
remember
all.
June the King did a documentary on me, right? Do
Okay.
you remember in that documentary there was one scene where Stone Cold Steve Austin punched Vince McMahon? They copyright struck his video for it. So we can't use any footage. It has
Any
to just be us
footage.
talking about
Any
WWE,
footage.
just like,
They,
again, like I
they are
used to do a
super
decade
protective
ago
about
on
their
Smart
IPs,
Guy
but
Show.
I've put
We have to do that.
WWE
It's
shit in my
ridiculous how
thumbnails and
bad
never
they
had
are
an
about it.
issue. So it's
What's
not
the point of doing a show if
100%.
it
I
immediately
mean,
gets taken off the internet, right? So it's just going to be us.
I don't know if
talking
that's
about wrestling. I think
hyperbole
it'll be
or.
fun because it's two completely different perspectives. Ash has been watching the wrestling constantly. I haven't been watching any of it. So it's going to be like, again, I'm kind of like the straight man cold going into this, trying to re-immerse myself.
Why are you trying
in the
to
wrestling
sell
landscape while he's
ignorance
versed
as
on
a
everything. So
plus?
it'll be very interesting. I'm sure there's going to be things on Raw.
I'm
where it's like,
ignorant. I don't know anything.
like,
That's
what
going to
is
be
this
cool,
thing?
right?
What happened to this wrestler?
No. When is it ever?
I'm sure that'll be great content. DSP's genuine confusion at looking at wrestling. I'm sure everybody's going to be really excited for that. We love confused old man try and give his take on something he doesn't understand. Jesus Christ. I might as well. You just go visit your grandparents. Like, actually, that's the kind of content you're going to get from the guy. Go talk to your grandpa about something you don't give a fuck about. There you go. I don't see the point. I literally don't understand. Whatever. Funky Monk for the 5. PPP is really
Trust the
priming
plan,
the
everyone.
pump to make cash.
PPP is going to rug pull any day
He also gets
now.
off on felting Phil's detractors. PPP gross in many ways. He's definitely going to have to be carrying the torch on this one. All of the entertainment value is going to be on his gigantic whale-sized back. Because DSP just has no charisma or ability to entertain in any genuine capacity. So I hope he's ready for the undertaking of a lifetime when it comes to content. If you guys thought Andy wasn't, funny, he wasn't a good second chair to PPP, I know there are people out there that think that, DSP is going to be the worst second chair you've ever seen. I don't know why he would ever agree to do content with somebody when the back and forth between them is as stunted as it is. It doesn't make sense to me. You'd think you'd want more, chemistry, but it's not important, I guess.
No, who
thank you
cares?
for the 5.
Are done. Like, remember the what were they called? The hurt business or whatever. Did they all
The
leave?
whatever?
They all left, and now they're in another wrestling federation doing the same plot line or something. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know. Anyways, tune in. It's going to be cool.
premiere,
You're going to like it or something. I don't know. Give me your money. I need it.
Name and all this stuff.
If you don't give me your money, I'm going to cry and whine and
beg.
beg.
Things
That's
right
what
now
it's all
that are
about.
cooking. Let's put it that way. So when I come back on Sunday,
We're working on things. They're cooking, guys. You got to let them cook.
Of course, they're food. Because everything is food.
Are we still letting him cook? Do the
what I mean?
kids
Like,
still
what
say
the hell,
that?
man?
They move on quick,
It's so ridiculous. Anyway, it's going to be fun. Even what we're curious to see
You
is
know.
because number one,
Okay, cool.
obviously, people who are
You sound very confident in
his
this.
stuff from Kino Casino might want to come over just from curiosity's sake. But I had a fan base that was into pro wrestling. I did. I had the commentary show for many years, and then I was doing the WWE Sims and everything for a long time. So
And then you abandoned them for an audience that loves drama. Okay.
by the way,
Bro, you're such a fucking cock-sucking butt humper.
It is.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Someone told me that in my chat.
Because
Whoa.
I haven't seen it ever there.
God, the most obnoxious
right
fucking
now?
mannerisms is so crazy.
Because IW is on HBO Max. It is.
Why would you willingly make this face? You're recording yourself. You're live streaming.
Are you sure?
Somebody told me that in my chat.
Because
Whoa.
I haven't seen it ever. I haven't ever seen it listed on there.
It's like the sound from the arcade X-Men when
We
Colossus...
have to check this right now? In the middle of the street? You're not even going to watch it.
It's there. It just started this week. No wonder I didn't know. Oh God.
Oh God. How old are
They have
you?
2 shows. I've never seen an episode of AEW ever.
Okay.
Collision.
Neither
and
have
Dynamite. They
I.
have 2 shows. Swerve Strickland battles Shelton Benjamin. Private Party.
What are you
challenges- I was
doing?
reading it. I didn't say play it. I wanted to read the description. You fucker. All right, forget
You
it.
fucker.
Closing it right now before I get too invested.
Oh wow! I thought you didn't care about wrestling.
Too
Well, it's on
invested?
there.
Before I dropped
All right,
1651.
I guess DSP's got more late night
we'll have to talk
content
about
to
this, but
watch.
anyway, so the premiere is Tuesday during the same time slot as the podcast. Here's the other good thing about this too. If we do it during the time when I would do the podcast, it won't interfere with my gameplay streams, and it won't interfere with Kino Casino stream. It'll be our own thing going on that won't really mess with anyone's schedule, which is kind of cool.
But
actually.
he
To be
can't
frank,
stream
also,
But what about
his
all
usual
of the people
content.
that enjoy the Level 1 podcast? Wait a minute. I thought we cared about those people. I thought that DSP was building an audience of people who come to his streams daily to watch the Level 1 pre-stream and get their gaming news and his takes and to hear about the games that he's going to be playing this week. I thought that was the audience that he wanted to build by doing the Level 1 pre-stream for multiple hours every day. But now we can just throw it to the side because as long as it doesn't interfere with gameplay and it doesn't interfere with the Kino Casino, anyway, that's all that matters. The fucking pre-stream, send it to hell and don't let it come back, I guess. All we care about is gameplay again. That's why there's so much of it going on right now, obviously. You guys are loving this gameplay.
In regards to the podcast, listen, I love doing this show, but it's hard to do this show 6 days a week. It really is. Like, there's not necessarily a lot of content to cover every morning. So to have the show be something different once a week, I feel a fine idea. So this will be interesting. I hope you guys will tune into that.
So you're hoping PPP will bail you out of having to come up with content for your stupid, way too long
Check out the
podcast.
podcast here the next couple of days. I'll give you more updates. All right.
Cool.
All right.
What a great
That was
friendship.
good, dude.
Ahead of time.
Hey, idiot, bail me out because I run out of things to talk about during my shit fuck sewer level bullshit show.
Comfort zones and stuff that we're doing. But we're like, why not do it?
Awesome.
Why not just
What a
try
good
something
friend.
new in 2025? What's the risk? There's no risk. The show sucks and we both suck. Who cares? But I think it might be great. I think it might be really good. We'll have to see. Okay.
If you both suck, who
I mean,
cares?
I guess I like the attitude. I'm
Lady Christmas
appreciative.
Dynamite is their A show and it airs every Wednesday.
I'm appreciative that he isn't expecting it to go, ape shit and to receive a bunch of money and have the same
that's
amount
not
of
even
viewers
true.
or
Of
whatever.
course he'll
But
care
for
if
it,
it
but it's very
bombs.
strange to just be like, you know what? If it sucks and we're terrible and the content is bad and nobody watches it and it ruins the world, who cares? We're having fun, no reason not to. Seems like a very strange thing to say, out loud in front of the audience that could potentially watch it. You just say that stuff behind the scenes, think it behind the scenes, and move on positively.
It's
you
weird.
don't have to say everything out loud.
Yeah, like, why would he be saying this unless he's trying to mirror PPP's approach towards it, which is that he doesn't give a fuck if it goes well or not. Like, you should actually care. He doesn't care because he knows what this is. You don't know what this is, so you should care about it. But I guess when you don't socialize, you have no friends, you don't know how people behave, you see someone acting in a certain way and you just act exactly like that, even if it makes no sense.
Thank you so much to Plush the Duelist for the 5. Hey, I used to watch wrestling a lot, but talking about a wrestling show coming up. Either way, I'm not interested in watching him directly. LOL. Well, I don't think anybody really is. I don't think anybody who cares about wrestling, was genuinely interested in somebody's wrestling takes, is going to unironically be watching DSP or this or PPP for that matter. I'm sure there's better voices in the industry that are out there already making better content. Thank you for the 5 months, of course. And I believe that's Michael AE saying, imagine PPP silent for an hour during tech repairs. That would be comedy gold. DSP has an issue with OBS and PPP just sits there saying nothing. Very cool content. I hope that's actually the case. That would be funny.
Is the B show and it airs on Saturday. Okay. I don't know anything about AEW. I don't know who's in AEW.
Okay, well, he's going out of his way to inform you, so at least show some fucking gratitude.
That's what DSP is familiar with. Nothing.
Okay.
How about thank you? Thanks for telling me that.
I received
No,
my
of
first
course
tip of the
not.
day. $2. $2.
$2.
I can't read it because it's not scrolling.
Big
GameSpot is
bucks.
reporting most Xbox games are going to PlayStation today. Thoughts? What? GameSpot is reporting most Xbox games are going to PlayStation today. All right. GameSpot.com.
We have to check this right now.
Click on GameSpot.
We could not possibly check this later. Must be done right now.
A new Guitar Hero Wii controller has been announced. Path of Exile 2 Best Warrior Build Guide. Marvel Rivals
my
Strategist Tier List.
God, why is
Yo, Path of Exile 2? Whoa. We love that game.
Pokemon Go.
I have like 80 hours in it already.
Seriously,
I can't get away
you do
from it,
realize that
dude.
now I have a modern setup. Like I can check everything immediately, right? Like what you're saying. Like what are you talking about?
Whoa, a guy who gave you money is retarded. What a revelation. Wow.
Now I'm down to a day ago. There's nothing on GameSpot.
Wow, someone who gave you money is a lying, manipulative idiot. Whoa, almost like he's a fan of you.
Details. I have no clue what you're speaking. But thanks for the $2 tip.
Thanks for the money, dipshit.
That's the second person. First, someone told me I did a retro marathon
Ack.
last year, which made me actually second guess myself. And now someone tells me complete fake news. Like
fake news.
Don't you realize I have a modern setup and I can check?
I really
I'm not
hate when
gullible.
people
I'm not
say
stupid.
fake
I just have
news.
to. I know nothing and I have to verify it.
It's a term that never needed to be
all right, so folks, that's what
said
I had
like
for
that.
today.
But that's
like those are the topics that I had.
Neither here nor there.
Schedule-wise, this week you'll see the continuation of Dark Souls with mods, as long as you guys like it and I like it and we're having a good time with it. Indiana Jones and Stalker 2. Like those are the main focuses. Now, because I'm doing
all right, no, sounds good. Wait a minute. EOJJ for the 5. Wait a minute. There will be less level 1 RGB light issues and tech setup issues. I miss those segments. They were so meaningful. Sweaty Men podcast.
Good morning, Kanye.
Yes, the Sweaty Men podcast is going to be overtaking your RGB podcast. I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready to tune in for that one. Everybody else is, obviously. And McDonald for the 2. Big ups, Waste Management Style Boss, Skeleton Boss. I think that's too many bosses. I'm only requiring one boss. 2 bosses is above my pay grade, but I appreciate the 2. Big ups to Waste Management Styles indeed. And earlier I missed Michael AE's membership, where he said DSP and Ashton's wrestling commentary show from the marketing team that brought you DS Politics. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I had to coin his new run for him, because he wanted to call it something stupid like the Age of Sunlight run. Nah, dude, that's super lame. I called it the Elite PC Gaming Experience run. That's obviously far better to say. It rolls right off the tongue, not complicated at all. Okay, that's the big brain on Atlas working though. Crescent Cannon with the 10. I feel 2025 is going to be even more glorious. He already has audio issues, admits to wanting to be an e-beggar, and he's down to 2 pay pigs, OIC, and Iron Cuck Sakai. We eating good this year. Absolutely. We're back to the big begs, brother. The Kino buff is worn off, and we're right back where we were, wallowing in fucking shame and filth, begging for every single dollar we possibly can. That's where we like it. Come on. Wallowing in the filth is it's the best. It rocks for content, of course. Thank you for the 10. And Dune Messiah for the 5 months. I'm happy to know that my future Tuesday afternoons will be free now. You can't force me to watch DSP actually talk wrestling.
I'm gonna see if I can improve
I'm right there
this.
with you. I'm gonna have so much more game time on Tuesdays, guys.
By posing the model like
Path
this.
of Exile 2 is gonna go crazy when I have an entire afternoon guyless. Thank you for the 5 months, of course.
My year-end series.
Yeah, season 17 is definitely shaping up to be pretty goated. Hard to beat season 16 though. I don't know.
There will be late night streams of things such as Call of Duty, probably some Street Fighter. The one thing in jeopardy this week, quite frankly, would probably be like Flight Sim. I don't know if we'll do Flight Sim this week. It may be the thing that gets skipped. Also indies. Like I've been enjoying Balatro, the Coin Game, and Killer Frequency, but because we got this new stuff going on this week, it's maybe the week where we skip some of that. All right. But should be still, it's going to either be a 5 or 6 day streaming week. That depends on if I take Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday off of next week. And I'll let you know when I figure that out with my wife. And we'll go from there.
Okay? All right. Sounds good, dude.
There you go. All right, folks. That's what I got. So I'll open up.
You got shit.
Q&A if you guys want to chat and talk.
Guess what I got? It's garbage.
My favorite part.
Give me money.
Any discussion? What you guys feel are hot topics or whatever today?
Hey, good morning,
or if you know something I don't, you want to tell me about it, or you want me to talk about something. In the meantime, any contributions that come in, I'll shout out and thank you in advance. I would say for the
thank you in advance
of Dark Souls.
That means you have to give me your money now because I already thanked you for it.
Let's hit the goal today, right? Let's hit this goal and get another one added to our goals hit counter and get closer to the marathon, shall we?
No. Anyways.
All right.
So what do you guys want to talk about today? Tag me in the chat. Let's see what's on everyone's mind. Am I still
It's
doing
time
DS
for-
politics? I
all
am,
right.
as I said. I put it on hiatus for good reason.
I was just about to say
nothing
it's
is
time
happening
for
in the news.
Huge lengths of dead air and silence while he reads. Dead air and silence are the same thing. Huge segments of dead air while DSP reads the chat. But luckily he went right into it. Fuck that though. Pope Superkame Jizzler with the 5. I'm actually aware of someone with even worse takes on wrestling than Filbert could ever have. I have a spoon for you, wrestling otaku, you dang PDF. Oh, well, if that's the allegation, I don't know how you could even compare, but I'm glad that somebody out there is worse than DSP. So often I think that it's not possible. I'm always delighted to be proven wrong, of course. Everybody loves being wrong. I love being wrong. That's why I do it so often. Thank you for the 5, of course.
I feel like the big topics that we're going to want to talk about are going to be once Trump's in office. I see all this news about
That
politics.
doesn't make
and it's
any
like,
sense.
Yeah, technically we could be doing the show, but I'm not seeing anything that's truly like that interesting or riveting.
Technically, we could do
I feel
the
like once
show.
Trump gets in office, you're going to immediately see crap hitting the fan. You're going to see the media covering it in a certain way. I think it'll be more interesting to you,
What are you talking about?
when we do that. Okay?
Legitimately,
So, I'm
what
gonna
are
bring
you
it back
babbling
probably later
about?
this month after Trump's inaugurated. In fact, I'm sure the
But
inauguration
DSP,
itself
you're missing
might be a
out
great
on
topic
all
for
of
the
the
show.
Indian
But I'm
racism
not in
on
any
Twitter,
rush.
dude.
There's
Come
no major
on.
demand right now. Right now, I'm in demand to do the year-end series.
Elon Musk
Right now,
endorsed
he's in
India. Other
demand.
people took issue with it. That's what we want to hear about.
So that's
The
what
DSP racism India segment would have went hard. It would have been about the only thing I could see being interesting in DS politics, and he didn't even bite. It's pretty bullshit, you guys. This guy picks the dumbest
I'm focusing on or the
topics.
immediate future. Okay. Edge is now in AEW, and he goes by the name of Cope. Just
Cope?
Cope? Not Adam Copeland. He just goes by Cope. What?
Yeah, like you.
What is wrong with
He
this?
should have a tag team partner named Seethe.
Okay, then, Coper. He's the cope master. That's what he has to cope with the fact that his run in WWE sadly wasn't so successful. Very good. Let's see here.
Yeah, it really is a shame nothing political happened in the last month. You're right. 404.
So the $2 tipper is trying to link me an article. All right. Fair enough. I'll give you a chance. Let's see. Here's the article they linked.
Let's see this this article that we've been waiting on. ESP's been hounding after it. Ready to prove this stupid idiot wrong in his chat. He does have forearms like a slender woman. I was watching this with somebody yesterday, and it was, I think, the first time they had ever seen the guy's new side profile with his new setup. And they pointed out just how dainty his arms are. Like stick thin. His arms kind of remind me of my grandmother, but she beat cancer and has lupus. And like pneumonia every other month. I don't think that's exactly the kind of build you should have as a 42-year-old man, but that's, you know, to each their own, of course.
No, it's Sirkin Toto. Sirkin Toto.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
All right.
This is a pure speculation article with no facts. Listen to this. Sirkin Toto of Kantan Games believes Microsoft will lean further into this year. 2025 might be the year where they go all in. The 69 billion Activision Blizzard deal. What about it? There's literally no information. This is the most horrible fluff piece I've ever seen in my life.
I've never seen in my entire life.
Kantan Games, you know, Kantan Games, everyone knows that, right? Is saying that Microsoft may bring their games to PS5. Okay. It's not even like there's not even any news there. That's not even a news article. That's what we call in the industry a fluff piece when you have nothing to talk about. You have a slow news day.
Yeah, you're right, Batty. There's the racism. We don't need to talk about India. We can talk about Kantan Games.
I heard Master Chief is gay. And then they do an article about it. Master Chief made me gay. Wow.
What a thing to focus on.
Why is that his go-to?
They've been saying that Microsoft was going to bring all their stuff to PlayStation for a while. Like this entire console.
No, guys. They've been saying Master Chief has been gay for a while.
Is that news? It's old.
Sorry.
And they've been saying that.
Very funny. Very funny. That's not what he said, but that's what I thought he was going to say.
Okay. Anyway.
What
What else should we talk about today?
I don't know. How about fucking assisted
You know
suicide?
that Master Chief and the Arbiter were secretly putting their hands down each other's booties during the entirety of Halo 3?
Putting their hands down each other's booties.
They were actually motorboating each other's butt cheeks the entire game whenever they were not on camera.
It wasn't really funny the first time. It was more jarring, but it's definitely not funny the second or third time.
Oh my god.
Anyway. There's rumors about Oblivion remake in the world. Rumors? It's not rumors, it's happening.
Imagine what goes on in this guy's head.
Talking about, or are you talking about a real
without going insane?
Talking about the real Oblivion
being
remaster.
Worked on, and
Good luck.
They said they're trying to finish it this year, and they just need more volunteers to help them accelerate their timeline, but they're working on it right now.
Stop being gay!
I just, for those of you who are actually interested and want to be informed on Sky Oblivion, they only have one part left to do. They only have like one part of the map left. They just announced it the other day. They are ever closer to releasing Sky Oblivion, and it's actually going to happen this year, dude. Come on. It's about to come out.
What? 2 years ago?
It's going to be an experience.
But now it's like, do I want to play Sky Oblivion? It would be perfect for my PC. You know, it's like the perfect mod, but I just played Oblivion. You know what I really don't want to do? All those goddamn Oblivion gates again. That shit was so fucking tedious and boring. It's like, here's a game that's really good. And let's
You don't have to do that many of them.
Boring. Why? No, don't do that.
You don't have to.
Just make it good. You just skip the Oblivion gates. Well,
Just
I watch
make it
Squid
good.
Game now that I have Netflix. First of all, I don't have Netflix. I'm getting it, but I'm not in any desperate rush to watch Squid Game.
Desperate rush. It's not what they asked.
Right.
They just asked
we
if you were going to
hate
watch
Squid
it.
Games. Come on.
there
Season
is a
2's
real one.
terrible. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
There's a real Oblivion remake coming out. And then also Sky Oblivion. Well, that now
Bertinson, you're not wrong. Oblivion does get old with the
real
gates
Oblivion
for
remake
sure.
comes
You
out,
just
what's
don't
gonna
do
happen?
them.
They're going to like slap them with a cease and desist after all that work. I hope that doesn't happen. Oh. That would suck ass, huh? They put all that effort into it.
Huh?
I don't know if I can get Netflix. It's kind of pricey. I've heard that they've raised their prices recently. Isn't it like a $20 now? $20 a month? That's absolutely preposterous. I mean, how dare they? I'm the king. They should bring the content to me.
Oh my God.
I should just have all the shows.
Oh, wait.
Is this a joke or does he actually think this?
The content to me. Like,
I'm sorry, one more time. Is he kicking the desk? He's not touching it with his hands. How did he hit it? Okay, all right. I'm going to play it in slow-mo. I need to understand. Either his chair or he's kicking it. Yeah, he kicked the desk.
I'm the king. They should
I'm the
bring
king.
the content to me.
God,
He did hit it.
Fucking 40-year-old
No
man
way.
talking like this.
Very cool,
I'm the
guys. His hand is touched right there.
king.
Actually, I'm not going to do it again. You're just going to have to rewind the stream.
Just a
But he
40-year-old
did actually
spoiled
hit it. I
brat.
would have thought. He was too quick with it.
I'm
The fastest DSP's ever done something is hit the fucking desk. Isn't that crazy?
Free.
You should give it to me for free.
King who pays?
I don't have to pay for anything. I shouldn't have to pay for anything. You should just give me it all for free.
I mean, break the bank. If I spend $20 a month, I might not be able to afford the games for the month. I don't know how I'd be able to
Grow
do it.
up, you big baby.
I might have to start selling things in my set. I might have to sell this Tesla lamp. In order to afford Netflix to watch Raw. Can't have
He's
that.
joking, but
Is
$20
it gonna
a
get
month
funny?
for Netflix is kind of a crazy asking price. I could
Darkside
never.
Downing says that's if you want Netflix to stay ad-free. Otherwise, it's still reasonable. I wonder how much it actually is.
I'm not fucking watching ads, though. What do I look like, a bum? Do I look like a bozo? You're going to advertise to me?
As it last time I had Netflix was the Stranger
Never.
Things season where it was the summertime and they all worked at the mall. I don't know what season that was, but that's the last time I had Netflix.
What in the goddamn? You notice how he doesn't give a shit about anything that
The raw reviews
he
will be a lie. How can we know you saw it
watches?
properly? Actually, I don't even know what resolution my phone does. I have no clue what
Wait,
resolution video.
Why does it matter?
I don't know if it does. I don't think it does 4K. So I
Are you
don't know if
going
I
to be
should-
watching
should
it
they
on
have a
your
plan?
phone?
I don't know. I'll look at the pricing.
DSP has how many TVs in his house? He has how many fucking PCs in his house now? Why would he be watching wrestling on his phone? I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to by any means. You got to watch it where you got to watch it. But he owns his own house and is the one that's in charge of the entire thing. He's the breadwinner. He's the patriarch of this family he's got. He can't watch wrestling on his own fucking TV or on one of his TVs in the whole house.
No.
We
Cat
have to watch
owns
it on our
downstairs,
phones.
I guess.
Whatever, man.
I guess.
EOJ14 with the 2. No Squid Game, but if it was Sweaty JPEG Men Game, yes, obviously that's far more important than Squid Games. Like, his audience doesn't care about Squid Games, dude. They only care about wrestling. You clearly weren't paying attention for the segment we just did a minute ago. Keep up, please.
Sweaty Wrestle Man Game.
Vanguard D Nice with the 5. Betty doesn't know Spartan 2 augments suppress their drives to do the thing. If he read The Fall of Reach, the book, Numbnuts would know that. I also didn't know that because I didn't read the books, but that is incredibly interesting, and that sounds about in line for Halo lore. I don't know that I would ever voluntarily get augments to suppress my sexual urge drives, but you got to
You're not a living
do
weapon
on the battlefield. Do you really think love could blossom on the battlefield? That's always been the greatest question.
I certainly don't want to watch it with ads. That's going to drive me fucking nuts. To watch shit on, with ads. Ugh.
Then why do you put ads on your stream? No empathy for the people who have to tolerate ads watching your dumb ass? But you don't want to watch ads when you watch wrestling. Okay. But people want to watch ads when they watch some dumb fucking gouty idiot e-bagger bloviate.
I try not to, if I can.
No, I'm not going to pirate it. Don't worry.
Yeah, Cryptic, you're right. Spartans never volunteered. They were kidnapped as children. I know it wasn't really a choice.
That's
but
exactly how I'm going to fuck up my new PCs. Start pirating shit.
That just means you're bad at being a pirate. That doesn't mean you're...
Raw not have commercial breaks still? See, that's a good question. How is Raw airing on Netflix? That's actually a legit question.
Oh.
Raw is a live broadcast. So if you're watching the live broadcast on Netflix, what happens during the ad breaks?
I don't know.
Ads.
They motorboat each other's butts.
Pirating is base.
That thing that you fantasize about.
High glowy. Absolutely. Pirating is
Breaks
base.
be different depending on where you are in the world.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
If you enjoy a game, though,
The
please
live feed is
purchase
still
the
gonna
game.
have ads. Oh wow. Well, I'm probably never gonna watch it live. I'll
Or
always
a
watch it on
reasonable
demand
price that
right
you're
after.
willing to agree to, though. Fucking $70. Get them out of here.
They already have live football games on Netflix, and they have ads. Lady Charisma says the matches are going to still be going on, and they're going to have segments in front of the live crowd. Would that be in the replay, or are they going to skip that in the replay? This is going to be fascinating, actually. Okay.
Holy shit, bro. No, it isn't, actually.
I want to know how they're going to pull this off. Because they've never done it like that, right? It's always been on like USA Network. It's just like a regular network TV. They've never done it exclusively on an on-demand network. So I wonder how they're going to pull that off. It'll be interesting to see how it's handled.
No, it won't.
And this is how out of the loop this guy is. Sorry, I bumped my desk. I'm the guy now. This is how out of the loop the guy is when it comes to like media and the way that it exists currently in the world. How many live events have been on these streaming services now? How many times have people watched them to understand exactly how they were? I mean, they didn't watch them to understand, but you know what I'm saying. They've watched them. They understand how it works. It's not a new concept, but DSP is absolutely baffled and is apparently going to be mesmerized at the way that they fit the ads into the program. Like, what are we doing here, Bappa? What's the point? Is this like, that's the point of the content? That's what you're interested in, to see how they work the ads? Okay, it seems like you missed the point of the content, but that's how you got to get it, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
It says on days that you don't have a lot of topics for the podcast, would you consider replacing it with additional gameplay? Yeah, listen, I've always said, if we're on this show and we're running out of topics and not much is going on, I'm always willing to jump into the gameplay. But usually people end up having stuff to talk about.
Except for when they don't, and he sits there for 20, 30 minutes at a time.
You literally just sit there like begging for engagement.
What do you guys got to come up with topics?
So let me get this
every
straight.
day. Well, not every day,
from
but
regular
most days.
TV to Max, an on-demand service, and when they went to Max, they cut content out. For your TV show, but then cut content out and don't deliver the same product.
That's literally what the guy does. No, wait. That is literally his strategy. Give me more money, and then I will do less content by taking an additional day off. That is like actually his strategy. And when another company does it, it's not acceptable, I guess. It's bad for the consumer. But DSP's dense, no, it's great for them. It works out exactly in their favor every time. Obviously.
Genius level stuff right there.
Yeah, truly genius level. I agree.
Nice. I received a $20 tip this morning. So this is the same person with the article, says, I'm sorry for the prior $2 stuff regarding that article.
Holy shit.
Like, there's been rumors that
you gave him $2 to report fake news, and then he debunks you, and you give him $20. Bro. Learn how to pull triggers with your toes.
But of course, DSP doesn't care about this hearsay nonsense rumor mill, okay? If it doesn't come directly from Phil Spencer, then it can't be true. Completely ignore all of those times that you could find out early information about things in the games industry from games insiders. Please ignore all of that. Please ignore all those times they were right throughout the years. Don't think about any of that. If it doesn't come directly from the executive's mouth, because it's not true. Because everything that executives say is 100% the truth and is never misleading ever, right? Sound good? Except, of course, when DSP says so, and Phil Spencer's an idiot that doesn't know how to run his company, yada, yada, yada. You know how this goes. It's a whole rigmarole. You just fill it in.
These websites, this is why I say GameSpot, IGN, they don't need to exist anymore. If this is the article that they're putting out, it's like, dude, we all know.
You don't need to exist, bro.
Microsoft might have their game on Sony console. We don't need you to write an article about it that has absolutely no facts, no substance, and no corroboration. You're just writing an article for the sake of having another article on your site. You know?
Yada, yada, yada. And someone who gave you money thought it was true and gave you money to tell you it's true, and then you told him it's not true, and then he gave you more money. That's fucking pathetic.
That's Seth Collins.
Blow your face off.
Seth Rollins. There we go. Seth Rollins.
Gabbing with you guys about what's on Netflix.
He weared the big boot.
SmackDown is on USA?
Oh my god. So glad he's not streaming today.
So confused.
SmackDown's on USA?
So
grow up.
Good idea.
Stop watching wrestling.
Yeah, more space than gaming is an excellent way to put it, Strider.
The mic is literally right in front
I like
of the face.
that.
So if the mic is cutting out, I can't really do much about it at this point. I don't care. I mean, I'm being honest.
All space, no gaming.
I literally positioned the mic directly in
What's
front
up,
of me.
Filth Pig?
I don't know how else I could make it work. It's a name brand mic. It's the most high-end name brand
It's
shit.
a name brand mic. It's the most expensive one I could buy, except for the other one that's more expensive.
The mic sound any better? He spent $250 and bought 3 different boom arms for the microphone to actually sound exactly the same, if not a little worse.
If not worse.
Like I just, when he messes with it, it does sound worse. I think normally it sounds the same. That's incredible to me, and he's completely given up on trying to make it sound ideal. He's over it. He's done. It was a waste of fucking money then, dude. Congratulations. Speaking of congratulations, Penitent Sin with the 9 months. Name brand equals better. Of course, dude. It costing more money means it's more better. It's like you didn't even watch my last video. Fake fan, fake fan.
They canceled their deal with NBC Universal.
But yeah, no, absolutely. Name brand equals better, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
You can make a killing as a brony creator. Oh, there you go. Who's your favorite?
Excuse me?
Who's your favorite My Little Pony? Super Stardust Twinkle Toes or whatever, right?
What the fuck was that?
Okay, we're actually talking about MLP. Very cool, dude.
What the fuck? That was like,
Sin, yes,
you can't even say an attempt was made.
CIN is asking if we can read their message in chat. Yes, we can. What, were you having problems?
Did you have any problems?
All right.
Okay. Hello? Bill? You there?
Have I seen Creature Commandos? I watched like 2 episodes of it. It's all right.
I don't even
It's
know
not
what that
great.
is.
It's not
I'm
bad.
on
It's
the
all
way.
right. But I think the soundtrack's obnoxious. I don't know who the hell they got to do the music. It's terrible. But the show itself seems all right. I find it odd that's the first piece of new DCU content they put out because it's so fringe and weird. It's basically like the follow-up to Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's by James Gunn?
With even more obscure characters you don't care about. It's very bizarre.
Okay, I have the IMDb. Hold on. For anybody who was curious as to what this looked like. It looks, this is it. This is Creature Commandos. I've never seen this before in my life. I don't watch superhero stuff or know anything about it because comic books were phased out by the time I was born. But in case you were curious, this exists. That's all of the information. You're welcome. I've never seen Invincible. I've never seen, or I have seen The Boys, but I've only ever seen one episode, and it was like the middle of a season, and I think it was the second one.
Oh,
Lady Charisma, I have
I'll
no
be
idea.
watching
Lady Charisma's
cartoons.
asking if this wrestling show goes well, will I do WWE 2K25 this year? I don't. I'm not even thinking about that at this point.
Hello? What?
Ash says, Phil and I will now watch Netflix shows every
Holy fucking shit. I saw this clip on Twitter. Look at this laugh.
Sin just did a $2 super chat. Said, thank you, DSP. You're welcome. Thanks
Shut
for
up,
your first
retard.
Super chat.
Shut up.
Appreciate that.
Shut the fuck up,
Sin
idiot.
just did a Patreon pay. Says, Phil and I were
This person who I'm pretending likes me said something so funny. Holy cow. Hey, what did I do?
Ash says,
Holy fuck, dude. You really need to get out more. You don't realize how fake your laugh sounds.
about that at this point.
Something I'm relying on. Someone I'm relying on to jumpstart my failed career. PPP, a guy who exposed his butthole to children and only streams on Kick because he's not allowed anywhere else. He said something really cool. You know what? Actually, I don't care what he said. He can go fuck himself. So can you.
Toppings would start to fall off.
Jesus
I feel like
Christ.
playing with subs might be something that's not very viable.
Holy
Did
shit.
you find that entertaining? I played with subs.
Boo.
What a couple of
Bad
pathetic
joke.
losers.
Thank you, Mr. Roxas, for the 2. Halo 2 speedrun when? Also,
I guess they're
big
perfect
ups.
for each other.
Well, thank you for the big ups. Halo 2 speedrun? When my macro works, dude, because I'm not fucking speedrunning Halo 2 and actually trying to hit sword flies. That's like a frame perfect fucking tech. I'm not doing that. Look, I might have a tism here or there, but I'm not that kind. Okay, I'm not hitting frame perfect for the whole run. You're out of your mind. And they broke my macro, so literally never. I guess, until they let me do it. I check every once in a while, I really do. Reset up the whole thing.
Very authentic.
I'm sorry, I'm
Isn't
bad
it
at
funny?
Halo 2.
So
There's
Daily
nothing I
Cool
could do.
Two Backs over on Kick says, No talking.
Swordfly is not frame perfect. There is more frames, but the higher frame rate you play on, the tighter the window gets. So while it might not actually be frame perfect, when you play at my frame rate, it either is or it's very close to. And I'm not doing that. I can't be that good. I wasn't built like that.
Instead, run your hands through your hair and give them a
Lefty's
powerful
saying it's a
throat clear.
20 frame window.
It's like the little innocuous things that
Lefty's
I do,
better
my
than me at Halo,
mannerisms
for
or whatever,
sure.
become
For sure.
These topics of hyper focus
Because you do it all the time.
for people on the internet, right? Like, oh, Phil would clear his throat, or he has to snore
Directly into the
you know, or
microphone.
he runs
Over and
your-
over and over and over and over again.
And
30, 50 times in an hour.
There's no- you
And then
don't
you
have a
don't
point.
do it when you're
You just
talking with other people, which
hyperfixate
makes it
on
even
something
weirder.
and talk about it endlessly. That's not important to anyone.
Endlessly.
I missed what we were even talking about.
We're not allowed to even just bring it up, or else you'll accuse you of bringing it up endlessly.
Instead, run your hands through your hair.
Oh, okay. I do remember this part. Here we go. Sorry.
I know, isn't it funny? So Daily Cool 2-packs over on Kick says,
By the way, Daily Cool 2-packs is obviously a fucking troll name. The fact that this guy still exists in the chat is a failure on DSP's behalf in and of itself.
instead, run your hands through your hair and give them a powerful throat clear. Yeah, it's like the little...
Bleh, it's just like bleh.
mannerisms or
What a
whatever.
great beginning to this rant.
These topics
Yeah, it's just
of
like bleh.
hyper-focused obsession for people on the internet.
If you make fun of me going
Mm-hmm.
blah, you're
Oh,
obsessed,
Phil
you're
would clear his throat,
hyperfixated, you're
or he has to
hyperfocused.
snort, you know, or he runs
Okay,
his
shut the
hands
fuck
through
up,
his
idiot.
hair
I'm still
all
gonna
the
make fun of
time.
you.
It's yes,
And-
all the time.
There's
It's all
you
the
don't have
time.
a point. You just hyperfixate on something and talk about it
Shut the
endlessly.
fuck up,
That's not
retard. I'm allowed to make fun of your dumb
Alright?
fucking mannerisms,
It's
idiot.
important to the people who watch the content. Like that's actually the issue, is the people who watch the content, which in the majority I believe are detractors at this point, find it obnoxious. They point it out and bring it up all of the time in hopes that
Because
maybe
you do
one
it all of
day
the time.
DSP will stop doing it because it would actually make for better content. Now, some people don't want DSP to get better. They want it to be terrible forever, and I understand that. But I always hope that DSP hears things that detractors say and actually make an improvement. Because the better the content gets, the easier and more fun these streams actually become. At least I think. If the guy's not snorting in my fucking ear every 30 seconds, he could be listenable at best. But the way that he is now, absolutely not. If he didn't come on screen looking like a slob every day with his hair greased up and sliding his greasy little fingers through it, he might be, something that could be looked at without pure disgust. But that's just not the case the way that he shows up right now. You see what I'm saying? It really is that simple. It's not a hyperfixation. It's to keep drawing attention to the point so that maybe one day it'll change. It's not a complicated concept.
He's just butthurt
I
because
just
people
said?
make fun of
I
him
said you
for
hyperfixate
being a
on
fucking
something that's
slob.
mundane and arbitrary and normal, and you act like it's
not
important. You know what
normal.
I said you hyperfixate on something.
Mhm.
And you can't
He's
stop
he's calling you
obsessing
autistic,
about
but he wants to get away with
hyperfixate
it.
on something, and you can't
Is this
stop
bit
obsessing
funny
about
yet?
it. I think there's
He's
a
calling
word
you.
for that.
Yep, there it is. Wow, that's crazy.
What's up, King?
That's insane. That's crazy. Like he's like literally just sitting there bullying autistic people. That's so crazy given his fan base
On something.
and his wife. Bro, your wife has autism. You want to say this to her, you dumb fucking cunt?
And you can't stop obsessing about it. You hyperfixate on something, and you can't
Is this
stop
bit
obsessing
funny
about it.
yet?
I think there's a word for that.
Yeah, what your wife has. You insensitive fucking prick.
What's up, King? Be cruel. How's it going, brother?
God, it's a good thing Kat doesn't watch this dumb bullshit because she wants nothing to do with you because you're an asshole. Yeah, try and get her back on stream, you fucking loser.
Anyway,
throw that little bit when she's standing there next to you. Fucking twat.
thank you for a $5 super chat. I love you. I'm new to you, but I know that all through the lore.
Holy shit, that's fucking gay. I feel like even if PPP wasn't there, he would still be that toxic. I don't know, man. Like, it's weird that how having the Kino Casino in his life, these two butthole retard fucking cocksucking dipshits, makes him so emboldened to be a cunt all the time. And just like unapologetic about it. And then you send him a super chat saying, I love you. And he totally believes it because he's fucking retarded. And he's doing this shit again now.
Reeling right now.
Holy cow.
Huge L. DSP picked your guy in the battle.
Should I do an entire stream just transitioning through all these different scenes? Maybe if I did that, if If I just get to, yes, I should keep transitioning between these extreme close-ups.
Is this going to be funny at some point? Because it isn't.
Like they used to look like
No,
shit
they don't.
because my camera was awful. Now my setup actually looks good. So
No, it doesn't. It looks like shit, and so do you.
You're not even centered in the fucking frame. This is like a predetermined thing. The zoom ins. They go to the same location every time he does them. I keep backing up. I'm gonna find it eventually. He's not even centered. He's actually like leaking into the border, completely ruining the effect. If you ask me, if you're gonna fucking do something, try a little harder. I would like to think. Please be at least centered in the frame that's pre-designated. Stand on the X, President. Please.
If I just get to, yes, I should keep transitioning between these.
Sorry, I don't want to hear this shit again. I'll fast
Is
forward
that
again.
true? I've heard about that over the years. Is it true that people hyper fixated on Chris Chan so much that someone did like an 80-part documentary? Is that true?
He's an interesting character.
Anyone caring about Chris Chan for more than like an hour, but that's me. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit. Does someone watch an 80-part documentary? Like,
I watched 50.
Bro, this is what your butt buddies in the Kino Casino does all the time. So go ahead, keep insulting them. Because
very informative.
Apparently, the guy who showed his butthole to children is fine with his quote-unquote friend just shitting all over what he does. DSP every single day. PPP. DSP every single day says that what you do is fucking scummy, it's shitty, it's awful, it shouldn't be allowed. And yet you think this guy's your friend. You're an idiot. You're a fucking fat, dumb idiot. And your fucking downfall can't happen soon enough, and it will happen.
Of information.
Can't wait.
Yes, 404. He does actually think that learning about something or being interested in a topic for longer than a couple of days at a time is a hyperfixation. If you bring up something multiple times, you're hyperfixated. Obviously, there's something wrong with your brain. Because DSP just can't maintain being interested in something for an extended period of time. That's a failure on your behalf, not his, of course. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me either, but whatever.
oh my god. Again, I don't understand.
Oh my
Like, for
god,
me,
I can't believe people who talk about lolcows for a certain amount of time. They're so stupid. Get a life. They're all dumb. Hey PPP, are you still in chat? You still sucking my butthole?
To learn initial
You stupid loser. Pretty cool, huh?
or whatever. But it's like, okay, I'll listen to this topic once or twice. Once I get to like the third time, I'm like, you know, I'm not interested anyway. You know.
By the way, tune in to Kino Casino for their 15th show in a row where they talk about nothing but Nick Rekieta.
And Ash, I've said this before. This is why I got to give you and Andy credit. I could never do that show that you guys do. Like, I would want to talk about someone once or twice, and then I would want to immediately move on to someone else.
Oh
I
my
can't
god!
go back to the same people over and over. Like, it just gets so boring to me.
Okay,
like,
so you're insulting their their fan base?
To make, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no one knows what you're saying.
It was not fun, actually. It was a terrible time.
I love watching him explain the gay love to us.
I don't want to talk about Rich.
I'm gay.
DSP just acknowledged that he doesn't actually like to be properly informed on these lolcows or these individuals. He doesn't want to actually know the lore. He doesn't want to know the intricacies and why these people are the way that they are. He wants to hear their highlights. He wants to essentially watch lolcow detractor like clip channels. That's why I said, ironically, DSP actually enjoys real, like, his detractor content, the format. He enjoys it more than the Kino Casino's format, because he doesn't actually care about the intricacies. He wants, rapid clips. He wants short little videos that give you, the rundown on the topic of the day or whatever, or whatever arc they went into, and that's it. He doesn't want anything more than that. Actually understanding these individuals and why they operate the way that they do is completely not important to DSP. Point and laugh and move on. That's his mentality, which is one that I do have to respect, because you should be pointing and laughing. But it's weird to hear coming from him, But it's fine. It's fine. It's rules for thee and not for me.
On New Year's Eve, and at the end, when it hit, New Year's, and it hit 2025, he played your moment on stream from 2016. I was like, I don't care. I really can't.
It sounds like you do care, because this is the second day in the row where you brought it up.
I don't know. I'm just so not wired like that. I don't care about the guy.
It sounds like you do care, because you're talking about him right now.
When he's not wired.
About this guy, Yeah, I did hear this, that apparently Review Tech is saying he's going to tattoo my face on his ass. Did you hear what I said? I said he's a pussy, and if he was a real man, he would tattoo my face on his ball sack. Because that's being a real man.
What? Being a real man is tattooing the face of another man on your balls? That's what being a real man is, according to Philip Burnell.
Now, when it's on your
Did your mommy tell you that, Phil?
you know
That she was combing your hair?
All right. I'm gay, and
Very
that's
funny.
okay. I don't have to hide.
I like that was his immediate response. He was ready for that. He wanted to tell people. Like, you could tell by how quick he was, because he's not often quick at all. You could tell by how quickly he responded that he was ready to tell people that he wanted Rich of Review Tech USA to tattoo his face on his nutsack. As if that was that was a cool thing to say, as if it was funny, as if everybody was going to be like, yeah, DSP, you really got him. And that's just not the case. That was never going to happen. He sounded incredibly cringe and sus. I don't know. There's some things that are just better left unsaid, and DSP's never learned that lesson. Everything he says digs the hole deeper.
Unreal.
Holy moly. Biting the fingernails.
All
right.
Oy, oy, oy. Move on. Are you done, you fucking
I'm not gonna play Dark
loser?
Souls online. Yeah, Henkert says you do realize if you play Dark Souls with mods, you can get banned. What mods do you play in the play? I'm not playing it online. I don't need to anyway. I mean, I don't care about the messages. I'm playing it offline so
Oh my goodness.
that we don't get into trouble, with their online service.
I don't get in trouble.
Okay, yeah, Rich is a pussy, though.
I'm not cheating the game. We're just trying to have a different experience.
Fucked. I don't want to mess up their online experience, you guys. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a problem. All right.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird how he attacks autistic people. And he thinks that he's getting away with it when he doesn't get away with anything. Like, he faces the full brunt of backlash for all the dumb shit that he does, but you can't like isolate this guy anymore. He already has no friends. He has no sponsors. He has no business connections. He has some gay fat retard who showed his butthole to children who can't talk about wrestling to anyone else, so he talks about it to this guy because he's such a fucking sociopathic idiot loser.
All right, bro.
How sad.
Whatever. It's not that big a deal. It's really not. I don't know why that person even decided to say anything. Who gives a fuck if he gets banned?
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I agree.
I've always been the kind of guy that, like, I stand by my own morals, my own moral code, and
What? No, I don't know. You don't have any moral code. Your moral compass is a windsock.
Yeah, everyone else was doing, right? If I was doing the clickbait thumbnails, if I was taking sponsorship deals.
You do clickbait thumbnails. You do take sponsorships.
A lot more prominent. I would a lot more money.
Okay. Yes, operating your business better does make more money. Yes.
Out there, staying true to myself or whatever. I definitely
Staying true to myself or whatever?
At the same time, it definitely hurt the pocketbook and, with all the shit that I went through for a decade. But that's just how I've always been.
Man, this is super cringe.
I never took a paycheck. I was offered a lot back in the day. I kept getting offered. You know what it was? All those indie game companies. Very desperate to get their games advertised. Like every other day.
Oh, like LOL.
I could have been rich, but I'm super cool. I'm too cool to have money. That's my problem.
That he was like, he played the game and then he was like, there's a link in the description. Do you guys remember this? It was some weird, obscure Xbox Live Arcade title, like way back in the day. It looked like shit. I think it used your avatars. It was like a third-person shooter, I want to say. It looked goofy as shit. I'll never remember because it's not an important game. But another example of DSP taking a chomp on one of those offers.
Play our game on your stream, do like a 3-hour stream or a 3-hour video on our game, and I'll take this paycheck and do this, brought to you by this. I never did a single one. I didn't want to.
Yeah, Machinima Partners had to. Yeah, Jatu, you remember. I don't know what that game was called. But
what about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, you lying
I didn't want to become that
fuck?
sellout guy. This is the shill. I never wanted, and people, you eBay. Yeah, we're on eBay, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm saying support the content. Allow me to make the content you like, and please pay for it.
Oh,
this is a job. It's not, hey,
this is the portion where he's so fucking... He's high off his own butt fumes that he says he's an e-beggar. Apparently this happened yesterday.
To you by Honey, the app that brings you all kinds of discounts, and then you find out that Honey has been a scam all along and literally never gave you.
Okay, well that's not the fault of the people who pushed it. That's the fault of the company for lying to them and being deceitful. The fuck is this fat idiot doing in chat? You should have sold out. Shilling is awesome. You should have sold out. Shilling is awesome. This is a guy with morals, by the way. This is a guy who tells you he has morals.
You a discount. Instead, it was hiding.
Like, PP Butthole Man tells you he's a fucking Catholic. And, like, he shames people using, like, Catholic doctrine. What a fucking loser. What a piece of shit. Fucking phony fraud asshole.
Discounts from you that everyone else was getting. And then they were stealing everyone's referral sales revenue for the past 5 years.
Okay.
So I don't know entirely about the Honey scam.
And then he smiles.
People using
then
Honey
he smiles
were
after
saving money,
saying
were
that.
they not? Like as far as I knew, the scam went, like the savings were real on the people who's used them's behalf, but they were scamming on the back end, right? That's how that was working. Because if that's the case, I don't give a fuck. Ag. Like,
I've never had any
Honey
of
was scamming both
Never
sides?
had any
Okay,
intention
all
to ever
right.
do anything. I never wanted to become a product shill here.
You
make
shilled
bag,
for Loot Crate.
You know, I mean, how many people have done that?
You
shit?
know.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just
Yeah,
want
but
to
you
make
did,
content and
though.
chill with you guys and be real.
Be real? You mean lie to them about where your money goes? Yeah, that's being
They
real.
did give you
It's
some
super
discounts,
real.
but never the
chair.
best. Okay,
What do you mean
okay.
that
See, I
chair?
didn't
The
even
chair
know
over
that. I
there,
never used Honey.
where
I don't know.
The way the sponsorship was going to work, they were going to send me that chair. I was going to talk about the chairs on air for a bit. When the
Bro, this is like bad for detoxing, man. I hate this fucking dude. If this guy ever goes out in public, he deserves to get his fucking shit kicked in. The level of fucking lying and deceit this guy engages in on a daily fucking basis is so insufferable. And he does it on purpose. You know that, right? Like he intentionally pisses people off because he thinks that's how you get famous in internet land. We got 10 minutes until that being said. I ain't gonna watch that fucking lying shit anymore. It's so lame and dumb and gay. Holy shit, bro. I never taken a sponsorship. What about that chair? That's different than what I said. There's a small difference to what you're saying and what I said. So that small difference basically might as well make it a complete polar opposite. And if you don't agree with me, then I don't know what to tell you and you're stupid. Okay? Like, this is this guy's entire fucking business model. Gets up every single day, goes up on camera and just goes out of his way to piss you off and then cries about why nobody likes him and then he has no fans, has no friends, has to rely on people with literal actual mental illnesses to desperately form a parasocial relationship with a Z- list E-celeb who is a public masturbator. Some chicken gives a motivational speech. What is this?
Turning once again, and this time more generally, to the question of invasion, I would observe that there has never been a period in all these long centuries of which we could boast when an absolute guarantee against invasion, still less against...
Okay, thank you, MTC, dude. Bring in the good stuff. Dude deserves just so many bad things to happen to him. Like, all the bad things should happen to Darkside Phil. All the cancers, all the diseases. He's pretty much got all the disorders already. Help me out, Patrick.
Oh boy! A child cat!
Hello, and welcome to Cryptic Web Chronicles. Tonight, we're diving into yet another chapter of Fat...
This is gonna be someone talking about Patrick Tomlinson. So here's what I got for my fan art so far. I took an Anleet model and I posed it in order to help me with the references. So I got like a little bit better scale going on than before. It's more recognizable as Anleet. And there's fat Alex getting kicked over. I don't know. I don't want to put a whole lot of work into this, but
Lolcow
kind
and
of a
failed
shitpost.
author Patrick S. Tomlinson's wildly embarrassing life. And as you'll soon see, our favorite self-proclaimed actual tough guy who loves to brag about bar fights and being a real-life badass has once again proven himself to be anything but. From his history of violence towards women to his embarrassing mugging incident of 2020, Patrick's story is a tangled web of tough guy talk, empty bravado, and glaring cowardice. Tonight, we'll delve into it all, from the chilling threats he once made against his own pregnant wife, to his downright pathetic and impotent response to being robbed outside Chubby's cheesesteaks. Get ready. This one's going to be a ride to remember.
Get ready.
Before we get into the mugging, let's take a trip back to 2011, when Patrick showed the world what kind of tough guy he really is. According to court records, Patrick was arrested and charged for making violent, homicidal threats against his then-wife and newborn baby daughter. That's right, this so-called badass threatened to murder his own infant daughter. His threats were serious enough to result in his arrest and, during the divorce proceedings that followed, he lost all custody rights to his child. Tough guys usually fight men their size, not defenseless women and newborn babies. But for Patrick, the only people he seems to intimidate are the vulnerable and defenseless. And yet, somehow, this delusional fat fuck still thinks he's a force to be reckoned with. Yes, child, I am an actual tough guy. Those are pectoral muscles, child. No, kiddo. I'm one of those actual, real-life tough guys who will spoon-feed you your own teeth.
Yikes. What a badass. Whoa.
Fast forward to 2020, and Patrick is still trying to convince people he's a tough guy, bragging online about bar fights and his man-of-action persona. But when faced with actual danger, well, Patrick does what Patrick does best, crumbles under pressure and plays the victim, while crying like a little girl. Let's take a look at the now uncovered police report from that fateful August night outside Chubby's Cheesesteaks. On August 14th, 2020, Patrick found himself at Chubby's Cheesesteaks in Milwaukee, no doubt there to stuff his fat face with greasy slop. As he stood outside on his Samsung phone, though, 3 black teenagers decided to make their move. They likely saw Patrick's massive tits and weak arms and figured he was an easy target. According to Patrick, when one of the men grabbed his phone, he initially resisted. But when a second suspect punched him in the face, Patrick immediately gave up the fight. The trio fled the scene with his precious phone, and Patrick supposedly chased them, only to lose sight of them in a nearby McDonald's parking lot. That's where his supposed bravery ended, folks. No daring recovery, no confrontation, just Patrick waddling around in the McDonald's lot out of breath, with angry tears streaming down his face. Additionally, the police report doesn't do Patrick any favors. He described the suspects as 3 young black men, but admitted he had no idea how to track his stolen phone, despite claiming it was possible. In a hilariously ironic twist, the employee at Chubby's handed police a phone believed to belong to one of the suspects, a device Patrick could have used to assist the investigation. Instead, he stood around doing nothing, proving that not even a free assist could make him look competent. So much for his man-of-action image. As if the mugging wasn't bad enough, Patrick's online response made the whole thing even more laughable. Less than a week after the incident, Patrick chimed in on a Facebook post about an unrelated armed robbery, trying to tie his mugging to the suspects in question. He wrote, "This could easily be the trio that stole a bunch of phones on North Avenue last Friday night, including mine." Because, of course, Patrick can't miss an opportunity to play the victim and put himself in the spotlight. And just one day later, he was casually tweeting about upgrading to a new phone, as if the whole ordeal was just another minor inconvenience in his oh-so-dramatic life. Now, let's take a step back. Patrick brags about being a tough guy, a bar brawler who supposedly thrives on confrontation. Yet, in reality, he's the same man who threatens to murder women and babies, lets himself get mugged without putting up much of a fight, and then hops online to milk sympathy from his followers. It's a pattern of cowardice wrapped in layers of obese narcissism, and it's downright pathetic. And let's not forget the irony of him being robbed at a place called Chubby's Cheesesteaks. I suppose it's time we started calling Patrick Chubby Cheesesteak, a nickname that feels as fitting as it is funny, considering Patrick has plump, gigantic man tits and a huge protruding gut that's full of beer and lard.
He hates being called fat, so...
Naturally, trolls wasted no time confronting Patrick about the police report and the embarrassing details of the robbery. And, as expected, Patrick reacted in true Patrick fashion, coping, squealing, lying, and farting up an elaborate tale where he painted himself as a fearless hero who valiantly fought back. The reality, and of course the police report, tells a much different story. Rick, you got bum rushed by 3 blacks while waiting at Chubby's cheesesteaks. You're not a tough guy. You're a fat beta male. Patrick would respond. And then beat one of them badly enough he dropped his phone at the crime scene before all 3 of them ran away as I chased them for blocks. Stalker. You should really learn how to read one of these days. Maybe take a prison English class. Enjoy.
Enjoy prison,
As you can
stalker.
see, Patrick can only impotently lie and fantasize about the incident, coping and self-soothing himself by pretending he fought back and scared the thieves away.
Yes, this is an AI voice.
As
It
we
is
already
an AI
know,
voice.
this is a fat, stupid lie. So there you have it. Patrick S. Tomlinson, the man who wants the world to believe he's a warrior, yet time and again proves himself to be anything but. From threatening his own family to getting punked by 3 teenagers outside a sandwich shop, Patrick's legacy of failure continues to grow. And as always, we'll be here to document every cringeworthy moment this fat laughingstock brings us. Thanks for tuning in to Cryptic Web Chronicles. Stay tuned for more, because with Patrick, the embarrassment never ends. Thank you for watching. Good night.
There it is. Doing some shading on it. It should be done very shortly. That being said, it should be live now, but since it's right on the hour, they're probably playing some music, I'm guessing.
This is so meaningful to me.
Obviously, naturally. Yeah.
You're hurting back.
Yeah, it is, Anne. That's what it's supposed to be. Maybe I should change to the facial expression. Maybe it doesn't need to be so angry. Maybe it can be just like more flippant, less angry. Yeah.
Your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you killed
Internet hazmat crew.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
You know, we always talk about diving deep into a topic.
Right.
But today's dive, well,
It's a bit of a doozy.
yeah, it's deeply personal.
Oh, it's one of those.
I guess you could say.
Deeply personal in a way we never could have anticipated.
Yeah, and to be honest,
just animating one of those fake AI discussions. 5. Uh-oh. F. There's an F. Stream went down.
Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you killed it, but you're meaningful to me.
What else is in the sub box? While we wait. I just want to sit here and color my shitpost. Maybe more the Scott Cheetos crash out. What was his beef with that being said? I guess some of the people who make fun of him also like that being said, so Scott thought he was like, you guys are bad, you suck. Instead of talking about someone, you should make your own entirely 100% original, unique content that has nothing to do with anything or anyone else. Do you do that? No, you should. Okay. Then he was on a panel with like 15 people, but it sucks because it was just yelling. He's just trying to yell over people because they're just dunking on him.
I like how you.
No, he hasn't fixed it.
That being said. Alright.
Just wanted to tell you that I love
I need the
podcast.
BRB.
That being said,
Thank
big
you very
ups.
much.
That being said, which best is podcast best?
I still have the amp
Relaxing,
filters.
chill, interactive, fun.
We said like
Being
10.
said.
No limiter.
Which vest is podcast best?
Tap being said. Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun.
Team Insider.
The legend.
Fantastic Mr. Sam.
The dentist.
To
Steve.
the Dead. Psychological style host. Get well soon, man. Me or Cap. Artistic style
Autistic
host.
style host.
He hyperfixates.
Being said.
Which vest is podcast best?
Tap being said.
Which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Oh my God, hilarious. You guys are legends. Welcome, everybody. Steve of the Dead is coming, and look, there he is right now. He's walking in the studio. Here, take a seat. Take a seat. Hang on. I'll get you in here. Hang on. It's definitely happening right now in real time. We'll get him in here in a second. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well for a Saturday style show. And it looks like we do have Steve. Hello, Steve. Can you hear us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Shit.
Indeed, yes.
There he is. Okay, he is here. He is here, and he is live. What's up, everybody? Now, the crew is ready to work. Big ups to Funky Monk, who says, great work, guys. Keep your foot on his neck. Well, that's a little bit, the imagery is a little bit intense, but we're going to have fun talking about him. Okay, Funky Monk? Don't worry. Talking about the nonsense that it has been this last week. Mr. Ludacris back in the house.
Floyd his
you all know
ass.
that name. How you feeling these days, Mr. Ludacris?
Yeah, can't complain.
worry, we'll
Apart
get
from
'em.
nobody takes me seriously anymore because I'm considered a joke, so I'm not able to help people. That's a bit shit, but
Yeah, that whole thing of I would have done so much good had it not been for the detractors.
You're
Right,
breathtaking.
right. That was
basically
pretty funny.
nerfed Jesus.
Perfect. And Steve, can we announce to the beautiful viewers out there that you will be rendering a video after this episode ends?
Sadly, no.
no!
I have a bit in the middle somewhere where I talk about restless leg syndrome because Phil claims he has it. And I used a couple of clips of other people talking about restless leg syndrome to sort of like compare and contrast. And I thought they might trigger copyright. So I uploaded that section last night to check. And yeah, 3 of the 4 clips triggered copyright. So
amazing.
I thought I've got to film something else to do that instead. So,
all right.
Yeah, a bit of a delay, but... You know, work is still ongoing.
But a lot of effects and overlays on it, so it doesn't get
all right,
clunky.
guys?
That's
Mr. Extravagant
How
ass,
long
what
will
is
that take
that?
to render, do you reckon?
Oh, yeah.
Like over a day at least.
Yeah.
So I'm giving myself at least 2 just to hedge my bets. But
yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Extravagant's asking, is this Cammy on your hat? Yes, it is Cammy. That's DSP's favorite character. So I want to make sure she's represented in the hat lineup.
And she's doing the Jacko pose
You love
from
this, I
Guilty
love
Gear,
this.
which is another franchise.
Anyway,
he
so
hates.
real quick, before we get to it, a few things we got to play today, from today, but I found this clip from a fucking amazing video by Luda World Order that really can't be shouted out enough. It's about the interview. And we're going to see a lot of bitch behavior
I feel so
today.
loved.
So I wanted to first play us some bitch behavior from the past. So I think just to warm us up with the bitch behavior. So this bitch behavior has to do with a certain Keemstar, okay? So let's see how Philip handled the Keemstar side of the interview here when Keemstar entered the fray.
Go on the opportunity with Keemstar and Drama Alert to go on there for it was $50,000 was being offered to you, right? But why not do that?
I'm not going to crap on the guy here, but...
Okay. I'm not going to crap on the guy here.
Drama YouTubers. I call them misery brokers.
Yeah.
I feel that's the worst kind of content.
Okay, remember, that is the worst kind of content. Remember all these words he's saying when Keemstar's kind of not in the room yet, okay? So keep that in mind.
I said this one day, casually. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's this simple. Stop watching.
Remember, this is casually.
Watching Keemstar. Stop.
it's amazing though, because I'd never thought of contrasting the two, but you can hear the difference in his voice.
Yes.
Like he is so confident here, but when he's in that room with Adam and Craig, he is wavering.
This is why I had to play this. I had to play because this is amazingly laid out well by Luda World Order here. Let's watch it. It's amazing.
I worked hard on it.
Watching.
Now I make Gundam videos.
Keemstar. Stop watching Keemstar. He starts insulting me.
Look at this lighting, by the way. This is not edited. This is how he used to have his lighting, guys. Remember that? the pasty,
color, like.
yeah, corpse style. Yeah, it was amazing.
Stop watching Keemstar. He starts insulting me and everything on the internet.
And here
he
he
sounds
is.
like he's about to cry.
Yep. The man has entered the room. We're still going to have that same fervor against Keemstar, right? Definitely, right? We're going to not like it because, remember, he makes the worst kind of content on YouTube. That's what Philip said. I hope he says the same thing, right? He's going to say it, I'm sure. Just wait. He's going to say it.
Keem, you are someone who...
It never gets old.
So, look at this, so soft. Keem, you are someone who...
It would have been so great if Keem just came in really aggressive, saying, "What were you saying about me, little bitch?" That would have been great.
Keem, you are someone who... I don't like these drama YouTubers. I call them misery brokers.
Oh!
Hold on, I gotta go back.
Keem, you are someone who... Keem, you are someone who... You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch the documentary.
Don't suck his dick.
Keem, you are a great businessman. Everyone knows that.
Oh!
Then I guess I'm a beggar. And you know what? I think I'd rather be a beggar than a Keemstar.
Okay, I'd rather be a beggar than a Keemstar.
That's so admirable. Stop. And if anything, one of the things you absolutely need to be praised for is your determination.
Amazing.
Watching. You're still there. You never gave up. Keem, I'll probably be forgotten. I'll just be a fart in the wind, right? Star. I respect you. But, and of course, there's always a but. When you look at how Keem made his money, I'm going off documentaries, right?
Holy shit, Phil. I gotta say, this is fucking rich coming from you right now, though. You're
you're right.
Information from the detractors that Keem has. And that's where you're basing this on. When this whole episode, you have been talking about how much shit your detractors have made other people think about you. Like, do you hear yourself right now?
Indeed, I do. That's the
okay.
I love that line.
Indeed, I do, Adam. I understand how much of a bitch I'm being right now, and contradictory.